highlight reel. I turned them off.
I guess.
Here I am taking my 5th smoking break. I often need to go out and have a cigarette to relax. But don't worry, the music will flow. I have an assistant who spins.
Yeah.
Here's me saying hands up.
Sir, can you wake up? Here's people refusing to pay me. Here's me driving off.
That's why they call the song Hands Up. I used to use a gun to get my money.
Wasn't Joey Boots your assistant?
How the dance started.
For a little while, yeah. He helped me out.
Great.
Yeah, I know.
Sounds like a good team.
That was great.
Those parties must have ended early.
Can you imagine? Mr. Fun is here.
Yeah.
The life of the party.
Mr. Fun and his fun assistant.
A gay drug addict and a downer of a DJ.
And Mr. Zippity Doodah.
A gay drug addict and Joey Boots.
I used to get, I didn't know he was gay. I used to get undressed in front of him, too.
I wanted somebody to try to suck my cock.
And he's still gay.
Wait, you used to do like a costume change? You used to
No, I would come in dungarees when we set up. You know, I would just come in
then you get in
jeans
his
and stuff.
tuxedo.
Then I
Like
change.
alter ego.
Then I change into my, you know.
Like Superman.
That's right. My super outfit. My super tux.
Are there 2 people you'd want at your party the least? I mean, like, can you name them? Joey Boots. Scott the engineer show up with them. I'm schlepping in my equipment now, but don't worry, I'm in my jeans. That's when I'm moving stuff. Then I'll slip into my outfit.
I mean, I wouldn't accuse anybody of anything, but if anybody remembers anything missing from one of those weddings.
Well, thank you, Scott.
Okay.
It's a great... Why, did you want to add something?
No, nothing.
See, when you get into his DJ days, I just think of the time that the kids attacked.
We've been through this.
Yeah, well, the kids beat him up.
He got beaten up by 6-year-olds.
All right. Thanks, Scott.
Okay.
I won't embarrass you with that story. What else?
Oh, one of his better DJ days.
Scott.
Oh, it's you.
What? You're not confident enough?
No, not now. Not anymore. I used to be.
You're too far out of the
I was
game?
the life of the party.
When?
1927. That would be it.
No, so seriously, how long would it take for you to get back in the game?
Oh, it would take a while. I mean, I would have to get all the music that's current, not only current, for the past probably 10 years of music to get up to date. I'd have to get new equipment. I mean, it's a big investment to get back into the thing.
So a lot of time and money would have to put into this?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you know, they don't even use CDs anymore, which is really, you know, I stopped 5 years ago, and now nobody uses CDs anymore. Technology is so far advanced from 5 years ago that they use a laptop with a hard drive. That's it. So everything would have to be set up again, you know. Can I tell you?
So not even for Beetlejuice?
Nobody gets me.
I have an offer.
Uh-oh, no,
A legitimate offer.
Doug
Again,
Goodstein with an offer.
Again, I'm not doing this as a goof. Like, it came up yesterday, this on the air with you and DJing, and then in a meeting, like 4 hours later, we needed a DJ. How about we'll get a DJ and you could be the celebrity host? You know, like DJs have.
Okay, I would consider.
So it's sort of like a DJ, but you'll just like introduce some songs. You'll talk to the crowd.
Right. Okay. I'll think about that.
And I'll pay you.
Oh, look at that! Even money involved with this. Look at that.
What do you think?
It sounds reasonable. I'll think about it. I'll let you know.
Who the fuck does this guy think he is? No goof.
Everything, it is a goof, because everything Doug does, there's always a motive behind it. And so, of course it's a goof.
There's no goof.
There's going to be cameras
What's
there.
What's the goof? We're going to have cameras.
It's a Beetlejuice show. There's going to be cameras there. Here comes Scott the engineer to make a fucking fool out of himself.
What's the goof? It's a party with 300 Stern fans.
Oh, yeah, just what I need. Just what I need.
Beetlejuice show. And what's the goof? What could go wrong?
No, I wouldn't get heckled at all, right? From 300 Stern fans at a party that I'm fucking hosting.
You got to do it.
You're Scott Super DJ.
Super DJ, right.
You're too good to DJ, so you could just
maybe
be on the mic.
Maybe if you can control the amount of tomatoes that get thrown at me, I might consider.
We'll talk.
We'll have the business discussion. We have this is called negotiation tactics. You see, you gotta wait.
I don't care about history. I don't care about geography. I don't care. It doesn't affect me.
Not true.
I don't care about voting.
Not true.
I don't care that there's not purple states.
Oh, when you screw up an enunciation, you get 16,000 emails. You get all pissed
but I
off.
mean, you're
Are you retarded?
You're constant.
I'm not constant.
Sure, we all get things wrong, but my God, there isn't a thing you get right.
There's plenty of things I get right.
What?
Plenty.
What?
I don't know. Give me something. I don't know. What do I give a shit about? I saw her name. I pronounced it Ellie. That makes me retarded? I mean,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
kind of.
It's kind of ignorant, Howard.
It's kind of weird because you work on the show and we prepare for guests. And
I
you
do a
hear
good job.
Everyone's saying L.
Who cares?
Can I explain it to him a little bit?
Yeah, maybe you can.
Sal, it's not that you read it wrong.
Happy birthday, by the way, Gary.
It's not that you It's not that you read it wrong.
Baba Booey.
Now go fuck yourself.
No, but it's that she's been in the mainstream of media for probably 30 years. You probably jerked off to her. You probably read Sports Illustrated, all that stuff. So
Never read Sports Illustrated.
But I understand that you read it wrong, but she's been a celebrity for a very long time. And so that's how I would think you would know her name.
You know what? She really hasn't been in the spotlight in my eyes. I mean, she's out there. There's no denying it. But I'm telling you, she doesn't stand out like she's not like a Christy Brinkley, not like a Cheryl
Show your
Teague.
cock. Just show your cock
No,
and
I'm
be
not.
done with it.
You're looking at it right here, the whole
thank
body.
you.
I'm a big
All
cock. All right. Well, I'm sorry. And as far as Whitney's concerned, that's those.
No,
completely
I heard
not
that
true.
you kind of like one of those jealous comics.
I'm not jealous of what's there to be jealous about. As soon as you start,
there's a lot to be jealous. She's pulling down a fortune. She's making millions.
and that was my point on the wrap-up show. Even though she's doing that, it's driving people crazy. What do I care what she does? It has no bearing on me as a person.
That's right. That's what I was trying to tell her. These other comics, whether she gets a sitcom or not,
Doesn't mean they're going to get one.
Doesn't mean
she didn't get them out of the line.
Right. If she doesn't get a sitcom, it doesn't mean then they're going to go to Sal Governale next.
Whether she does great or whether it bombs, it has absolutely
You're going to be the
no
same.
bearing.
You're going to be the same
shithead.
position.
Yeah, I'll be the same shithead.
And in fact, she said to me afterwards, she said, I'm surprised because a lot of comics got a lot of deals all of a sudden. Like, networks kind of think in droves.
Right.
When you sign one person,
one type of person.
Yeah, they go,
you go look for somebody else.
Let me go get another female comic or something.
Right.
A lot of comics actually benefited from me being signed.
I agree. And a lot of times these scouts, there could be a comic on stage who can bomb or be a complete hack. That might be something that a particular agent is looking for.
Do you
for
ever
his
get
project.
scouted?
I've been in a few. No, not really. No, just by you.
I'm the only one who picked up on you, huh?
Yeah.
That's
No.
my unique charm,
No, I have a few good things going on, but you hit the nail on the head. When I used to go out and
That'd be good if, I was arguing with some of the talent on America's Got Talent. They go, what do you know? You hired Sal.
oh, that hurts.
That'd be great. And I'd go,
you
right.
got an argument there.
Right.
Yeah, hit the buzzer on me, Howard.
Right.
Throw me out.
Hitting the buzzer is so intense. It's so
Must
much
be so
fun.
great.
Oh, it's so great. And then when the other two judges join in, it's like, and then all of a sudden the music goes, and the whole stage goes black. It's like death just hit.
It'd be great if you could bring that buzzer everywhere, like to a restaurant. The food sucks. Wherever you go.
It's great.
You're a lucky son of a bitch. That's good. And you earned it. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, Sal.
You're very welcome. Not that you don't take my word for my word shit to you. So
what?
You're like, oh, thank you, Sal. Like you rolled your eyes. Like
I didn't roll my eyes at all.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe
I
it's
said
my
thank you.
paranoia. It's my paranoia.
I said thank you. That's very nice.
I appreciate it.
All right, get out of here.
All right.
By the way, speaking of the wrap-up show, that's where we got the John was talking to Sal, and that's where he started calling Elle McPherson. Ellie McPherson here. I'll play a little clip from that just so you see how that all went down. There, hold on.
A fat, ugly chick cannot get away with comments like that. But Ellie's so hot. I mean, she could basically say that your mother looks like a fucking goblin, and all right, suck my cock. Who cares? That's the beauty of being beautiful.
Sal, do you think
free pass? I mean, she said carte blanche herself.
Do you think that she
Wonderful.
is a true supermodel?
Absolutely. I mean, there are women that are hot, like, wow, she's an 8, she's a 9. Then you see Ellie, and Ellie McPherson is like
like a moron.
She
This is so
like
funny.
a goddess.
Ellie McPherson.
Ellie.
Yeah. That's the only clip of that, right? Of Ellie McPherson.
He says it again in the next one when Gary asks about Ellie McPherson, and he doesn't realize what's wrong with it.
Sal, you've been in this seat before where, she was the one who killed on the roasts and tore people apart. Now she's getting torn apart. How do you deal with that? Is that tough to combat?
Touche, cocksucker. Welcome to the entertainment business. It works both ways.
Touche.
Yeah. She puts it out, you get it back.
Touche, Ellie McPherson.
Ellie McPherson, what does that have to do with this?
Nah, it's a callback. But why do you think that? But why?
Ellie McPherson. I just don't know how you're around. Elle McPherson is a very popular name in our culture, especially for guys Sal's age.
She's pretty iconic.
Yeah. Everyone's heard the name Elle McPherson.
Well, he explained that E-L-L-E spells
Ellie.
He probably never heard of her before.
He goes, Ellie.
He was spelling it with 3 L's at one point.
Yeah, right. He went E-L-L-L-E-E. Ellie.
Like Sally, Salvatore.
Salvatore.
Right.
He's a trip.
He's the best.
He's the best. He really is. You got to get him in there.
And I loved how he kept trying to fix the pronunciation of her last name because he didn't think that Ellie was wrong at all.
Right.
Yeah, I was convinced you were going to have him saying McPherson or something like that by the time he was at it.
Yeah, it was too weird. All right, thank you, John Hein. We look forward to your wrap-up show today with Gary and the gang. Should be a lot of fun.
Sal. Yes. Salvatore.
Yes. My point.
Are you familiar with the spelling of the word gazelle?
Yes. G-I... You're not asking me to spell it, but
no,
yeah.
but it contains at the end...
Oh, gazelle. There's a G-A... There's two. Giselle Bundchen. Giselle.
No, like gazelle, like the animal.
Right.
The cheetah-like animal.
Yes, of course. Absolutely.
G-A-Z-E-L-L-E.
Right.
How would you pronounce that?
Gazelle.
Why not call that gazelle?
I don't know why. That's what you got. Wait, hold on. This guy's the culprit. Turn the cameras.
How am I the culprit?
This guy yesterday brings me into the wrap-up show. All right, you want to talk about slimy people. You want to talk about underhanded people who fucking a really dirty, mischievous move. Not mischievous. Just a real dirty, no good, low-life, scummy thing. Right here.
Mischievous.
The bottom of, not the bottom of the barrel, the scrapings underneath the bottom of the barrel. Wow. This guy brings me onto the wrap-up show yesterday. He goes, I want to talk to you about Bruce Springsteen and Gary getting yelled at. The whole time, I didn't know it was over Ellie McPherson.
It wasn't.
Elle McPherson. Whatever the hell.
It wasn't. I didn't know you said her name wrong until you said it on wrap-up.
I don't know about that. It doesn't make any sense.
No,
it doesn't make any sense.
I didn't. You
because I said to you,
no, you
why
volunteered it, and I didn't correct it. I just let you roll.
Well, who
want
told
to be mad
you
at me?
on the sneak that I was saying
Nobody.
Ellie?
That was your own idiocy. I didn't know you called her Ellie until you said it.
I don't know about that. I find that very hard to believe. I smell shenanigans around here. Something is very smelly. Rhymes with Ellie.
Is it Richard?
No, Richard smells fantastic.
I would tell you honestly, if I knew you pronounced it that way, I had no idea until you said it when we were in there. And then I let you say it again and again and again. I copped to that fully.
Right. All right.
So who could have known prior to that? And maybe
I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, I bet you there's plenty of people who call her Ellie.
Wait, hold on. You call me mischievous? How do you define that?
First, I screwed up that word. It's mischievous. So there you go. Is it mischievous? But anyway.
Do you want me to tell you, or that be a mischievous thing to do?
What is it? What's the right way?
What do you think the right way is?
I think it's mischievous.
Okay, you think that.
You said, see, that's what I'm talking about. He just asked me if I would like to know. I give him a word, and then what does he say back? He doesn't correct me. He goes, "You think that?" That's not nice. It's not nice. He's not a nice person. He's a nice person, but he's not that nice of a person. He's a calculated nice person. Sneaky.
Is anyone really that nice around here?
No. Yeah, they are. There's a few people. Nick,
Nick
the intern.
John at the top of the list.
Rob's a really nice guy.
Hey.
John's okay. John's good at what he does. John's good. John set up the ball, served it, and Howard just sent it out of the park. There's no parks in volleyball, but there's no out of the parks in volleyball, but you know what I mean. God almighty, am I flustered.
I'm David Tell, and I'm here to pour myself out, get the message out about the new Gong Show on Comedy Central, and of course to reminisce about our Afghanistan USO tour. So,
now how did the tour go for you?
I think we'll all agree that like the tour is great. It's the getting there that sucks. The flying, taking like 5 planes to get there, spending 20 hours, and very unsmokable airports, which was a shock to me. Turkey, you can't smoke in the airport. Can't believe it. Yeah, you can bang a boy in the. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. But yeah, that was the hard part, and the heat of the whatever that was, desert areas was very, very crazy. But the guys did a great job, and the troops were very into it. So
I think David Tell's got some real pressure on him. He's got to go out and promote the Gong Show. They're starting it on Comedy Central. He's the host.
He's the host, yeah.
Yeah, it's his show, so he's got to get out there.
You think there's real pressure? It's Comedy Central.
Yeah, well, no, there's pressure.
They're banking on this?
They're banking on him.
All right.
He's their one hope.
Now that they lost Dave Chappelle?
Yeah.
What's up?
Is there pressure on you to promote the Gong Show? In other words, you want this to be... But, I mean, you can laugh all you want, but this is a big deal to you.
It really is.
You need this to be successful.
This is my last chance.
Is this
show
it?
business.
I mean, you've done a lot of work for Comedy Central. You've had HBO specials. You're a successful comedian.
You had your own show for a
I
while.
did, yeah.
That didn't work out.
It didn't. What?
Well, I mean, it ended.
Well, I ended it, though.
Right. Oh,
Yeah,
you
it was
did?
going to kill him, that show.
Why did you end your own Dave Attell show?
Because I only have one liver, and it got harder to do as it was called the Insomniac Show, not the Dave Attell Show.
All right, but it should have been called. Everyone called it the Dave Attell. The whole industry called it.
They called it the whole industry.
Yeah,
yeah.
Everyone in the industry called it the Dave
exactly.
Attell Show.
Variety, of course. Yeah. No, they called it. Why I ended it? Because it was getting harder to do, but I wanted to keep doing hour specials, and they wanted the half hours, and I guess in hindsight I should have kept doing it. But look at me now; I'm like an old, drunk guy. I mean, it just seems like.
Are you really a drunk?
Yeah, and that's why the Gong Show is like a perfect rehab of.
Do you have a drinking problem?
Yeah. Well, what is this? The first time on the air?
No, but I'm saying. I'm wondering
I haven't had a drink in like 6 months. So, and the guys will back me up on the tour there. So.
How much is this a shtick? This addict kind of person?
I don't speak early Jewish vaudeville terms.
Right.
How much of my shticklock?
Yeah. How much? No, I mean, how much of this is your persona? Like Dean Martin. Everyone thought he was a raging alcoholic, and maybe he wasn't. But some people have suggested it was an act. Is this an act with you, or are you really having a problem? Do you need to go to rehab?
No, I think that what happened is just I got, I just stopped because, it was, I just was sick of, just doing nothing. And, the drinking was boring after a while and shameful.
Was there cocaine involved?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
But that was years ago.
Right.
No,
because Sarah Silverman said when she went out with you, when she was your girlfriend,
right,
she saw no evidence of drinking or any of this behavior. It came after her, she said.
I thought he was always depressed, though.
Well, I didn't have any money then.
You didn't have money to buy alcohol.
Exactly. I didn't have any of that kind of remote control money, as we used to call it back in the 80s.
So they called you and said, we're starting the Gong Show again.
Wait, jump around and okay, and what else happened?
Wait, hold it.
Go ahead.
Don't worry, I'll get back to
This is how
everything.
you break a guy down. You don't stay on the same topic.
I thought we were on the same team a minute ago.
By the time I'm done, you'll see.
Watch out for a curveball coming.
I think I just got it.
No, it was Sarah Silverman.
Right.
I'll go back to that if you want.
No, that's okay. What are you going to do with the wedding? That's what I really want to know. Can I say?
Go ahead. Give me your
two weddings. It seems to work in every Ashton Kutcher movie. Why wouldn't it work for you?
You're making a good point.
You run from the guest house to the front of the house and the back of the house, and the maid's like, "What's going on, Mr. Howard?"
That is genius because there's so many people who split up. You could have the other partner there. That's a very, very
boring. All right. So what happened with the Gong Show?
Yeah, Dave.
Now let me. Can I say one thing? Tip of the hat.
Did you? Oh, thank you.
Tip of the hat to you. Howard takes it to the level that we can never get it to with these acts. Because you've brought on all these amazingly freakish people, cool people, brought out. They're fun, and I'm like, how do we do that? And I don't think we got to that level, but you were the inspiration.
Thank you.
There you go. So, and that's not just sucking up. That's actually true.
No,
so.
It's nice to hear someone say that.
So,
but the Gong Show. Were you a fan of the Gong Show?
Yeah, I think the Gong Show was like the first time you actually saw freaks.
I was
doing
a fan of
great things,
yeah.
and like ukulele acts and guys in a bathtub and Gene, the dancing machine, all that stuff. And that was before YouTube, so that was like really the only outlet.
Right.
We take it down and dirty, more the road of hilarious than that. We've got something going that they don't have going for them, which is great judges, and the judges from Andy Dick to Triumph the Insult Comic Dog, Adam Carolla, all these different people came on, and they had a ball with it. They just they get involved in some of the acts. They lay it down. It's not like Sharon Osbourne giving this critique or some English dandy giving some kind of you'll never make it, mate.
Oh, blah, so blah, blah. It's a direct ripoff of Howard's show.
Exactly.
Thank you.
We have everybody from unicyclers to queefers, and and in between. Yeah, that's your that's your bread and butter.
Well, you do have a queefer.
Yes.
Oh, can a queefer win?
I wanted. See, that's the thing. The whole thing that really got me was that America's Got Talent. It's always like the juggler and the guy on the unicycle with the bag, and we had those people on. But I wanted the
hardcore.
Yeah, the vaudeville, uncabaret people, like the girl shooting a dart with her vagina at her husband with balloons. I mean, I was like, I love this stuff.
But it's only so far you can go. It's still cable television.
No, they show it. Comedy Central's very cool about it. I give them a
shooting
real
a dart out of her vagina.
Yeah, well, you don't see the actual,
vagina.
The thing, but you see, it coming out. And
I see.
So
if this
is a kids program, the Gong Show, I remember, was on in the afternoon.
Now, are you able to negotiate with Comedy Central a decent salary? I mean, they're pretty tight with the dollar, are they not?
I'm betting that Dave got 20 grand an episode.
Wow, I say that's high.
It could be. It could be between 20 to 50, but it could be 30. I'll say around closer to 20 than 50.
Well, the funny thing is, Artie, you also are a sitcom actor, so you know, if I was going to use my old quote from my part on Wings, from when I was on Just Shoot Me. No, but that's part of it too. But Comedy Central, money-wise, they bring the money if you bring the ratings. And the good and the bad of Comedy Central is that you can take it to the next level. Like the Gong Show would not work, and they've tried it a million different times.
Yes.
A lot of guys have tried it.
Yes.
And it is kind of like the Titanic of going down with the ship. And I could ramble off many hosts who've tried to do it. And we immediately went in and said, we're not going to try and do what Chuck Barris did. Okay, right. I'm not wearing a suit. I'm not wearing a Indian war bonnet with a kilt.
But Chuck Barris had fun with it.
Yeah, he was great.
He was almost looked drunk.
I always thought he was high.
How long did you date Sarah Silverman?
I don't know. Are you asking me to go to the wedding?
Yes. How long
could I go?
What, to my wedding?
Yeah.
Do you feel
not with that face. To my wedding?
Do you want to go to my wedding?
Oh, I guess my Gong Show money. I can't afford.
I mean, we're not
a Dell figurine. What if I bring a beautiful Kyrgyzstanian girl that I met in Kyrgyzstan?
Listen, I love you, and I think you're great, and I'd like to become friendly with you.
But you're not coming to the wedding.
But we never hang out together. I mean, would you really want to be there?
3 words: bong hits and Scrabble. Let's make it happen.
Let me put it to you this way, Dave. What kind of gift could you afford at Crate and Barrel?
Look, talk to me about Sarah Silverman and Jimmy Kimmel announced they have broken up.
Right.
That's why I bring this up.
Do you think it's because of the Gong Show?
No.
Is that like a thing in their relationship? If the Gong Show ever comes back.
I want to ask you something.
Go ahead.
Why did you and Sarah break up? And maybe that'll give me insight into why Jimmy and Sarah broke up.
I don't, why?
Yeah, did she break up with you? Or
of course.
She did?
Yes.
You were in love with her?
Absolutely.
Seriously?
Well, what do you want me to say?
No,
yeah,
I don't know if you're being sarcastic.
But it was puppy love, you know what I'm saying?
All right, it was
it's
a
not
long
like
time
the
ago.
adult love that you power couples share, you know?
Right.
The love of a jet getaway weekend to where do you guys go again?
But isn't all love puppified in a sense?
Where do you guys head off to, whether it's the Hamptons or Darfur to just help out?
Hold it.
To hold an AIDS baby?
Try to be serious with me about this.
He can't do it.
I'm trying to get insight.
His defense mechanism is up, Dave. Come on.
How long did you date Sarah Silverman? How many months, years? I don't know.
Well, I would like to think it was a couple of years.
A couple of years.
Yeah. And what would she say?
I don't know. She brings it.
Okay, I'm just asking. I'm trying to get insight because I like Jimmy and Sarah very much.
I think they're going to get back together. Bruce.
You do?
Yes.
Why?
Well, sweeps weeks are coming up, and October's rolling around, and nothing gets.
You think it'll be a big deal if they get back together?
You think this is a publicity stunt?
Yes, he does. No,
I really do.
No, but in all seriousness, you were going out with her. You loved her. Right. Was the sex great? I keep thinking that Jimmy and Sarah maybe didn't have great sex. That Jimmy maybe got bored or something.
Really?
I don't know. I'm trying to put this together.
You don't think Sarah got bored with the sex?
She could have. I'm asking from a man's point of view who slept with Sarah.
So Jimmy was the great lover?
Was Sarah a great lover?
She was a great. I would say she's like 3 lovers in one.
No, is she a great lover?
Isn't that a term that you really only use for like an older man?
Come on, stop.
She's a great lover.
Is she a great lover?
Yes, she is.
She's
a very, I'll tell you one thing, and this is all in truth. She's a very alive person. She's very in the moment and all that kind of stuff. And me, a brooding, balding old guy, that's the kind of stuff that you're attracted to.
Right.
She's like a live person, and she's good at sports, and I could give a shit about sports, but, know.
But the sex was frequent. In other words, it wasn't being withheld. It was a good
Is that
sex
what you think
life.
would happen with them?
I don't know. I'm trying to piece this together. It's shocking to me. I'm actually upset about it.
Are you really?
Yeah, because I enjoy hanging out with them as a couple.
Well, why can't you still do that?
As a couple?
I can't. They won't get together as a couple.
As a T-Mobile cell phone? Can't you? Well, you know what? I'll tell you
What is
this.
your theory on this? What do you think happened?
I really just heard about it the other day because, we got a little saying in Afghanistan.
Right.
If you love it, no.
I really don't know, but I'd say that both of them are, like I don't know Jimmy that well, but I know her pretty well, or I did, and I think that they're probably working a lot. Like he has his show,
right,
and she has her show, and that's a lot of work. And then I think it's like adult stuff. It's not like when you're just out of college, kind of hanging around things. So it's more of an adult scene that I probably wouldn't know about. But that's probably, I'd say, the problem.
Last time I saw her, she said, "I love him. I'm going to be with him the rest of my life." Blah 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 blah.
And what happened?
Well, this was the rest
up.
of her life. You just didn't know. It didn't mean she was going to be dead.
Right. I don't know. I don't understand it, to tell you the truth. I really
don't get it either. And
have you ever done Jim's show or Jimmy's show?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
When during the Insomniac thing, I came out and
Did you discuss having sex with her?
His girl.
No, I didn't.
You didn't. Why not? Wouldn't that be great television to say, "Hey, I banged her, you banged her. Let's compare
That's
notes."
pretty rock and roll. It's not so much comedy. That's like what
not
rock
funny?
guys do. Like Eric Clapton could do that or something. Like
I don't know. I mean,
I would have tuned in.
I would listen to you guys comparing notes and saying, she didn't do this, but then Jimmy would go, "Oh no, she did that
Don't
with
you
me.
love it when she goes,
She never licked my balls,
God,
and that upset me." And
no, Dave wants to do jokes about shampoo and a sock.
Every time I come in here, you always bring up Sarah and all that stuff. What do I have to do that? Like, if I found Bin Laden on that trip, and I also opened Iron Man, would that?
No, I only brought it up because of the news that they were.
I know,
I
it's
thought
shocking.
you could offer insight. I did.
Do you think it has something to do with the gas prices? Now, this leads into neutral territory.
Do you have sex videos of her with you?
No,
you never took her.
Before that, no, never.
Wow. Well, all right. I will drop it then.
Like, I mean, honestly, Howard, would you? Don't you feel like that's like you got to be really on your game to do that kind of stuff? Like
sex video?
Yeah.
I've tried it and it never works out well. I've done it a couple of times in my life.
Now, a man in your position, why would you even put yourself in that position?
I look so bad.
You do?
On these videos. You think you're in decent shape.
What? You really aren't the good, the best judge. You should show us.
I did one where I took the video on my penis, and I don't know, it must have been bright light, but it looked very veiny and like it was. I was like, ugh.
You're too harsh and critical.
When people ask me that, I go, look, I'm embarrassed by video of me not having sex, just acting.
Yeah, right, just being around.
Right, yeah. I mean,
that's what I mean. You're too critical of yourself. You should let somebody else judge it.
Okay, Robin, I'd love to have your critique.
After Gary came back from Afghanistan, he came to me and he said, "Dave Attell is a saint."
I
said, a saint. He said they should call him Saint Attell.
He really is.
Why do you? I said to Gary, "Why do you say this about Dave Attell? Because as far as I can see, he doesn't look like any kind of saint to me.
Right.
He seems very...
Nobody's ever described him that way before.
And he's a Jew.
And he's a Jew. That's right.
And then the Jimmy thing, right?
Right. So, and he fucked Sarah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see him being a
No
saint.
saint has ever fucked Sarah.
So Gary goes, Wolf, there were days when we were traveling. You know how you talk. He goes, Wolf, there were days we were traveling, and we would be very tired. And sometimes the USO would say, when you're eating, go have meals with the troops and talk to them. But sometimes we were so tired, we would just eat amongst ourselves. But Dave Attell would go over to the troops' tables, no matter what was going on, and sit there and talk with them. It's very, very important to him. The whole time he's there, he's talking to the troops.
He never shied away from the troops.
Right.
Well,
is that accurate?
That is accurate. And, the guys didn't know that that's part of the USO thing. It's not just doing the shows, but, they picked it up real quick.
Artie apparently didn't know.
All right.
Well, but Artie is a different...
Slept, yeah.
We just...
Artie slept through all of Afghanistan.
But they were like, how do you do it? And I go, well, I was brought up as a runaway. And I was used to going truck to truck looking for love. No, it's...
What is
these
it?
guys are... I'm sorry.
Go ahead and explain yourself.
I'll explain. I'm glad that... First of all, I'm glad I couldn't pick better guys to go with because not just Artie and Gary, but Nick and Jim Florentine were great. And the whole thing is that the monotony... we see the war in little snippets on the news, and it's explosions and shooting. But then there's the other times of just monotonous routine, heat, being distant from their loved ones, their lives. You know, there's a lot of people there in the Guard and Reserve who have other lives that they've had to put on hold to do it.
And
what
the
we do is
psychological pressure, knowing that they might be killed at it.
exactly.
Right.
But besides all that, there's really just the never-endingness of it and the sameness of it, and that could be horrific or it could be boring, but it's over and over and over for over a year. And we're just like new faces that come in. I don't consider myself famous. I'm not, Jessica Simpson or anything like that. But we just come in and like whether they know you or not, it's just somebody else to talk to. Like, comics are great because we don't bring any equipment. We just come in, tell a couple of dick jokes, and we're out of there.
Right.
And they love it dirty. And they might say the powers that be, keep it clean, do this, whatever.
Yeah.
But when it gets down to it, they always love it dirty, and we love bringing it to them that way. So.
Right.
Yeah, the
So
shows.
it was a good experience.
The shows were very
Risque.
successful, and like obviously Dave destroyed, as did Nick. Everybody killed.
Yeah.
And Gary did a good job. And I mean, it is so satisfying afterwards at the meet and greet when these guys come up to you and say, you know what, man? And every one of them were nice. We really appreciate you coming. We laughed, and it was good to escape for a while. And Dave has gone probably about 4 or 5 times. Is that right? You've been there quite a bit.
Different place,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
You've been to Iraq?
Iraq.
You've been to Afghanistan.
And, Afghanistan used to be the one where everybody's like, I hope I get sent to Afghanistan because it's safer. Now it's really like
It's
going
the
crazy.
opposite.
Yeah.
Did you feel in danger at any time when the mortar attack? We read about the mortar attack. We asked Gary and we asked Artie about
Was
it
that your
yesterday.
first time being under attack?
Well, besides coming on this show, the emotional mortars, the rounds shot at me, the salvo.
Coming in.
No, it happened in Iraq too, but it wasn't like where we had to get in the bunkers. It was just kind of like, oh, by the way, we were attacked. But the best part. There's 2 stories I'd like to say about the whole tour. One of them was I was roommates with Artie for a while and Nick DiPaolo, and.
It was fun. That's a fun room.
It was a fun room, and Artie, it's hard to sleep with him because he, you think like he's a bigger guy, he must snore. Well, I snore, Nick might snore or whatever, but he talks in his sleep.
Oh no!
Really?
And not just talks, he orders food in his sleep.
Oh, stop.
I'm not kidding
swear
around.
to God.
Get Nick DiPaolo on the phone. It's so true.
Yeah, no.
Is that right?
Howard,
That's crazy.
Dana and a couple other chicks have said this to me.
You order food in your
And
sleep?
Howard,
Yes.
he sounds contrived, but he's telling the truth because
It is true.
Other people have told me this, and it's so embarrassing yet so funny.
I never heard it. Does
Nick,
it arrive? Does the food come after
Well, what
he
did I
orders
say?
it?
I'm no Craig
Nick-
Gass, but may I try it?
Yeah.
It's like 2 burgers and a dew. Like Mountain Dew, 2 burgers and a dew.
Oh, he even
Are you
talks in
serious?
that
Yeah.
shorthand.
You mean he's laying there, and all of a sudden you start hearing him talking about food?
2 burgers and a dough.
Burgers.
But
What
not
else
just
does he
laying there.
mention? What else does he?
Just kind of shaky, kind of like.
I do. I get the shades.
What else? What else does he order? I'm curious. Pizza.
Well, Nick DiPaolo said the 2 burgers and a do thing, and that
Yeah,
was why I knew
it's
they
true.
weren't bullshitting. Just 2 separate times they said the same exact thing that I ordered.
Wow.
Yeah,
And I'm like, I don't even drink Mountain Dew.
And the whole trip too, he was not really eating. He was eating apples the whole time, and he had like 1 big meal, and that was about
it's
it.
amazing. Gary was telling me about you in Afghanistan, and he even said this, and I hope I don't embarrass you. He says, at one point, Dave Attell waved his hands over the desert, and it turned into water. I'm not kidding.
No, you know what?
I was afraid, like flying in the helicopters and all that kind of stuff. But that was pretty cool that we got a chance to do that.
That was really
Did
cool.
you shoot off a gun like Artie and Gary?
Yeah, I did.
You did, and you liked it.
Yeah, no, that's the coolest part of it because, like, they were like, "Hey, how do you know like this?" Because I watch all those military like history channels.
Why
stuff.
do you?
I
do
love
it?
that stuff.
Why do you go? You didn't just go once. This is your 5th time over.
Well, no, I've been to Afghanistan twice and Iraq once, and then I've done like other USO.
Why
stuff.
do you do it? Do you feel an obligation?
Yeah, I also feel that like we're not really asked to do anything, and that like it's a really good. I guess we're lucky that we get to do it because we're in like show business.
Right.
But I just feel like don't get a chance to do anything, and like I've traveled a lot, but that part of the world is like a whole different animal. And,
It really is.
Like you would never. Well, I told this to I think Nick, whatever. When we were in the Kyrgyzstan airport, by the way, do not honeymoon around there because that's there was a guy getting on the plane. with a bow and arrow. I'm not kidding around, Howard. I'm not kidding. A Mongolian hordeman, whatever, was getting on with a bow, and he was at the counter like, when can I get that flight? And I'm like, that guy's got a real bow and arrow on him, you know? And you're only afraid of the bow and arrow from a distance, but up close, it's kind of like retarded, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, no,
the bit I'm working at.
So you are a man who feels compelled to help his country any way you can, and you do it.
Yeah,
and you do it with joy.
Can I
Now,
say one thing?
Yes.
Okay. The biggest surprise, delightful surprise, was when we went to the Predator base, and did Gary tell you this?
Oh yeah, the colonel.
The colonel of the Predator base is like the most devout fan of your show.
Wow.
Anyway, because we walk in and he's giving us like a bullet point thing on the Predator, which is pretty cool because Jeff Anthony, usually when you do the USO tour, you meet everybody. You meet like the guy who's in charge of sanitation, and he gives you like a rundown on how they did the base and like how they set up the city and all that kind of stuff. So some of it's kind of monotonous, but you know, you're there to meet the guy, so you got to, you know, sit through it. But this guy goes, I got a couple questions. One about the merger. And like he's like a colonel.
He's up on it.
Yeah. And the next one, Jim, are you still going out with Robin?
Yeah.
And then like, where's Artie? Is he coming out? You know,
well,
he
Dave,
wants you to be fanatical.
Dave has been there so much, Howard. He knows enough, and he reads a lot about it. I guess.
Yeah.
Where he's talking to the Army guys in Army terms, like a guy will have a rifle, and we don't even know what the fuck it is, and Dave will be going, "What are you using that? Do you use S50s, or you got a 485 Glock on that?"
I didn't say.
I mean, no, you knew numbers.
You're a gun freak.
You're not a gun freak.
Nick
You
in
just
Lake Tahoe, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Good morning, Howard. Thank you very much. I got a question for David Tell. Was there any time on the trip that you guys were so scared that you said, "Oh man, this is it. I don't know if we're ever going to get out of this one," or anything like that? Artie, Gary?
Probably when Artie was talking in his sleep about food.
I thought he was going to eat me. No. I think it's scary. I think the real scary part, because they can take really good care of you. The scariest part is the flying. You know, like you fly in a lot of different aircraft, old military aircraft, like from the the 60s.
Howard, no windows, and it's claustrophobic.
Yes,
and you're a target too.
And well, you can't fly over Iran or Pakistan,
Yes.
so it's really. Remember how you used to always bitch, and you were so right about how France wouldn't let us fly.
Right.
So these fucking planes have to go around and use more fuel. It takes longer, and these soldiers are packed in these planes with all this equipment, and because you can't fly over fucking Iran or France or whenever we couldn't do that, it takes longer, and they're tired. And you don't realize how important windows are on a plane to make you feel more secure.
Right.
You're just up and you don't know what's going on. But during the mortar fire, I got to a point where I really was a little first of all claustrophobic in the bunker. Second of all, knowing a little bit, because there was a lot of us packed in. And when we're walking, you know, and that kid said to me, "Look, the way I look at it, if you get hit, you get vaporized," and it's like it's going to be weird just. That got to me a little bit.
Yeah.
But they make you feel.
It's got to hurt to be vaporized.
But they make.
What is vaporized, Artie? Can you explain that a little
Well,
bit?
when
So you
in
take
other
your
words,
pot.
you get hit with a weapon that's so powerful that it just like can turn you into dust immediately. Like, you don't even feel about it.
Yeah, there's nothing left of you.
Right.
Gary said at one point, David Tell jumped on the mortar.
I would have done that if it was good for the show.
Well, did you ever at any time assess who would be a problem if it got heavy?
Well, I did think that if, let's say, we were captured, I know as a Jew, I would have had to think out one of the other guys.
Right.
No, if we like say got into a crash and we were in the desert by ourselves, abandoned, alone, and had to resort to cannibalism, you figure I'm going first because they're lasting 2 months on me.
Let's go to Jerry. Jerry, you're on the air in Dover.
Okay. Hey, besides that, the Gong Show looks like it's going to be funny as hell. But,
Oh, thanks, man.
Hey, Sarah Silverman, little star fucker, did she take it up the ass?
Wow.
Well, that's a legitimate question, and you got to deal with it any way you have to deal with it.
You really think he should answer that?
I do. I think it's legitimate. I don't think it's a nice question, but I think it's a legitimate question. Did Sarah take it in the ass?
No, I don't see any of that there. I think it was more by Kabbalah sex. You know, it was really
it was more traditional.
Yes.
All right.
I like how that guy came at it.
You were with her in the early '90s. That was the height of the anal craze.
Was it really?
Absolutely.
You missed it?
Even Robin went through it. Robin took it. I had it a couple of times
You
in my
did.
ass. Yes, absolutely.
Well, back in the desert, that's really the only way to clean yourself. Clean your piece, as they call it.
That means she probably took it right up the ass.
What's going on with your relationships now? Do you have a girlfriend? No one ever reads about you in the tabloids.
The Gong Show is really, I think, like a eHarmony for me because I met so many interesting ladies on there. This one girl.
Are you having sex?
Well, not really because I stopped drinking.
You mean that ended your sex life?
Well, it does. It kind of like
Are
you'd
you
rather
a
go home.
loner?
I'm actually one of the few guys who's cool being alone. And that was kind of the weird thing, like sharing a room with these guys.
Yeah.
Because I think he'll say it too. Like, Artie, you're on the road all the time, but you get like your own. At the end, you go into your own room and you can do whatever you want.
Absolutely.
And now it's kind of like this, like guy club.
Right.
And like you're afraid to like undress in front of everyone.
Yeah.
Although you're walking around wearing just a towel. A towel.
And that's always fun. But we had, because again and again, like Dave said, we couldn't pick a better bunch of guys. There were a couple of nights where, we couldn't sleep, and it was just me, Nick, and Dave, and just laughing all night because we. You just love each other's company on top of being performers. And, I mean, Dave, is being humble a little bit. A ton of guys recognize him from Insomniac. They love seeing him.
Right.
And he goes up and, like, literally at the mess hall, he'll go out of his way to just talk to guys. And like I told you yesterday, there was one group of guys who said to me and Gary, look, they were just out of Fort Hood, Texas, going away for 15 months. They asked, could you hang out with us? And Dave was very aware of that. And he always did it, never said no to anything. So, I mean,
Dave.
It was a great tour.
That's not true. But, I mean, thank you, Artie. But a lot of it has to do with, like, that's our fan base, too. These guys are the guys who come see our shows when they're, and it's like, that's the cool connection because it's not just like they know your stuff, or like a lot of them have said
you
like,
don't care. You never think about your own life. You never think about the fact that you might get killed over there.
Well, I'm kind of hoping.
You're hoping you die.
Since I have a miserable life,
no. Now tell me, you don't have a girlfriend.
I don't.
And
so I can't go to the wedding then.
You don't have anybody who...
No, I have a friend.
You got a friend. Yeah, something's going on.
Well,
Why are you keeping it such a secret?
No, she's not my girlfriend, though.
Why are you hiding her? Bring her in here now.
Why did you say it's a her?
You know what I'm gonna... I'm gonna have...
Who you're voting for, now that you've been overseas and you've seen the action firsthand, who will be the best man to handle the situation in Iraq and Afghanistan?
Wow.
Is it Obama or is it McCain?
Well, sometimes I think it's really, I think, the 1-2 punch. You got to get like the right vice president, and sometimes I think like, late at night, especially after a drinking binge, the best guy for the job would be Obama and the Burger King. The actual Burger King.
Stop it.
No.
Tell me who you're for.
Who am I for?
Yeah. Who is the best commander-in-chief? You've been with the troops.
Yeah.
Mayor McChee.
You've spoken with the troops.
Yes, I've spoken to them and heard their views.
You think the Burger King would be a good vice president?
Well, the Burger King burnt down. Talk about...
Oh, that's right. Oh,
you didn't tell that story?
Well, I was trying to, but we were all over the place. But
we only had 3 hours.
The Afghanistan...
The Afghanistan Burger King.
The Kandahar, the base we were at in Kandahar, the place that stunk like shit.
Yeah, the Kandahar BK.
Yeah, it had a Burger King.
Yeah.
And of course, I hear that, my eyes light up.
Yeah.
And then they go, but it burnt down last week.
Yeah.
A mortar hit the fucking Burger King. So I was looking to have a Whopper with cheese with shit on it.
I've actually gone to a fast food restaurant, whether it was Burger King or McDonald's in Aruba many years ago.
Right.
And it was so bad.
Really getting into the local culture.
Oh, my God. I was so fat back then that I decided I needed to eat Burger King. And I go in Aruba, and I go into the local town. It took over an hour to get a burger. There's no such thing as fast food. Can you imagine in Afghanistan what that would have been like? I mean, you would have been sick, I'm sure, for months.
And the guy behind the counter.
Yeah.
What would you like? You know what else they have? Like a Starbucks ripoff type place that they build.
What, the Tim Hortons?
Well, not the Tim Hortons. Like
I love that place. Talk about real heroes. It's those 4 Canadian girls working at the Tim Hortons.
Yeah, there's a Tim Hortons
in Afghanistan.
And there's like a coffee bean type place.
Yes.
Green bean, whatever.
You think they set that up for the troops, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's a whole city. So the funny thing is, you see a lot of these big, good old boys from the South walking around with an M16 and a caramel macchiato.
Yeah.
Frappuccino.
Isn't it amazing, like, the lengths people will go to make a living? I mean, that's pretty something. That's extreme to set up like a Starbucks in Afghanistan.
Right, and it's
when
always
you hear
packed.
about those people who get kidnapped, it's always some guy
Right.
from the Midwest
Contractor.
who needed a job.
It's always a barista at
It shows
Starbucks.
you how shitty things are out there.
In Kyrgyzstan, the cool thing is because the people are like Russian hybrid. You know, like you'll meet like a girl like with one blue eye, like a husky, like weird hot girls, and they get jobs on the bases. And like I was up early one day, like just chain smoking outside, and these two guys walked by, a guy and a girl, and they're like wearing like all yellow. I could tell they're not in the military; they're like contracted, and there's like this drop dead blonde hottie who in New York would be, you know, like the top of the totem pole. She's like collecting my cigarette butts and like putting them in this thing.
Yeah,
like,
that's right.
I
Like-
couldn't believe it. Like that's the best job there. They have
Local Russian nanny.
They need Tyra Banks to find her or something.
All right,
Smoking blondes.
All right, you didn't answer my question,
right?
Because Artie said he now was leaning toward McCain after coming back
really?
from the troops.
A little bit, not totally. I don't know. But
You could switch back.
Who are you supporting?
Well, I don't really know who I'm going to support. I always go for the ones who are like pro-abortion and all that kind of stuff, gay rights and all that. Because you know, like I feel like it's too stiff out there, especially in the comedy clubs with all the you know church stuff. But you know, that's just me. You know, whatever. But
plus, you're a gay guy who's had an abortion,
right?
So that would be Obama you're for.
Yeah, I guess that. But I do love McCain. Like I read all his books, and I think he's definitely like, you know.
So you're having a
hardcore.
hard time deciding.
It's very hard. So
And
I
you
probably,
also-
you know what I think I'm going to do? Sleep in and not vote. You think that's good?
No,
That's
maybe
what I
that's
do.
the answer.
You
Will
also know that McCain can't really be fucking in real life anti-abortion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
he's a cool dude.
Yeah,
He's a
you're
cool
right.
dude.
Policy.
Yeah, I know he should say it, but these crazy Bible Belt people have you by the fucking balls.
Well, then he's got to stand up to them. That's what I think.
That would be leadership.
That's
One
right.
other thing I said in my sleep, I just remembered that, and again, other people have said this, and Nick told me this, that on top of that, he claims that I said, and again, I shake around when I do it, and Nick does such a funny impression of me shaking around.
But what does he claim you
He
said?
claims I said, no, regular Coke.
Regular Coke.
I'm not kidding.
I don't know if that was a drug.
I'm not
It's the
kidding.
greatest thing I ever
I mean,
heard.
and these both guys said when they woke up with me one night that I was ordering a burger and a Mountain Dew. I don't
dream about food like most guys dream about pussy.
Exactly.
Well, I had a
Maybe.
wet dream and I woke up and it was all ketchup and Russian dressing.
He would go to sleep with like ice tongues,
Do you
like a
realize
teddy.
do you realize his nightmare is being served Diet Coke? He hates it so much.
I do.
I never
Listen,
thought of it that
one
way.
final question.
Yeah.
Will you call Sarah Silverman and try to date her again now that she's broken up with you?
Howard, I'm not even. I said it before. I'm not in her league. I mean, come on.
I think you're really hot.
You do?
I do.
I've been trying to dress a little bit more adult.
You
I'm
look
glad
good.
you picked up on it.
You know what,
Because if
Howard?
you're going to host
Very,
the Gong Show, you got to show people that you're in charge.
Very relaxed with a suit jacket, like
Yeah.
George Carlin.
Like
with
an
a
Armand
beard.
DeSante.
Right.
You know
That was
what,
my
Howard?
pace car.
Enough nonsense.
Dave is being again. If any interviewer could get it out of him, it's you. But Dave has that comedian thing where he tells all these jokes, but I don't know this for sure, and I've known him for a long time. But in the early '90s, he was like the king of New York, like the best comedian
That's
there
nice,
was.
Ari.
And when he was playing at a club, other comedians would be late for spots at other places.
All right, so
because
what happened?
You'd stop and watch him. Well,
setup.
what I'm saying is,
Am I dying?
on top of Sarah,
Right.
I guarantee he got so much pussy back then because he just was like the shit, And
So
No, I
you
was-
downplaying the amount of pussy
I mean,
you get?
I don't know.
Says?
Would you guys one at a time? Even the Taliban, they give him a blanket and a Quran.
You're
when
a
they-
famous guy now, Dave. Come on.
This is all I'm going to say, okay? First of all, she's really funny. He's really, Jimmy's really funny, and I'm sure something's going to happen and, whatever.
Right.
But in terms of already saying that, that's really cool because when I was on the tour with him and Nick, who, like, I don't know if you guys know, but in the early 90s, Nick DiPaolo was the guy.
Right.
He really was, like, we would look at him and like, wow, this
Right.
guy, like, he'd show up,
Amazing.
good-looking guy, really on top of his game. And, I still look at him in awe when I think about, like, his writing skills and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of really good comics on the tour. And then Artie had to do, like, a half an hour, so that's
Right.
pretty rough. And we divvied up the dick jokes and the masturbation stuff.
Right. The good thing is that every guy, Florentine, Dave, and Nick are all headliners, so they were nice enough to Like,
We
by
didn't
the
gun
time
him.
I get up, you got to leave the headliners some subjects to go for. Like,
Right.
you know,
So they
you
were
know-
gracious and left you.
Yeah, they knew exactly how to set you up.
was a great
You guys are all
deflection.
great. I have to
That
say.
was a I know, it's a
great
real, like, love
deflection. I've never met a bunch of greater guys.
Well, I mean, you know, if
Let me tell you what really happened over
Other
there,
than
Alex.
Sarah Silverman, have you ever fucked anyone else famous?
Yeah, you asked him a question and he deflected.
Well, that's what I mean.
completely.
This is what he does.
This is what happens. All right, listen.
We'll never get it out of
See the Gong Show. I'm excited it's coming back. I like the idea of you as host. I think it'll be successful. I hope so.
But honestly, a tip of the hat to you. And
thank you.
But
we
Howard,
really did look at
one
your
more
show.
thing, because you'll like this. This is a plug. While I was over there, there's an organization called the Coalition for Major Injuries. These are all guys who come back from the war.
Oh, is this where Dave cut off his own leg and gave it to a soldier?
Gave it to a guy?
I heard about
These-
that.
He's a saint.
These are all guys who are like amputees, bad head injuries, and they're all at a hospital in Florida. And there's an organization that runs, support for these guys. It's a big charity because there's not enough money for these guys, which is awful. And Dave does work with them. And while we were at one of the meet and greets, a guy came up to me and said, "Art, you don't know this, but I have half a leg, and I chose to come back here to work administration, but I work with this coalition. Would you guys do a show in Orlando, Florida for us? And maybe, like, if it's you and Attell and these guys, we get 4,000 people and just give it all to the workers." I gave him my phone number, and I've been in touch with someone he knows. And Dave immediately said yes.
Yes.
And
so he's a
sometime-
very giving man, you would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sometime in October, November, we're gonna do like a 4,000 seater for this
That's very
coalition
nice.
of injured people in Florida.
You guys are really giving back.
And Jimmy Florentine and DePaulo already said they would do it.
I love
And again,
that.
it's a free show, and it's what is the official name of that, Dave? It's the coalition of.
Dave,
I thought it
let
was
me ask you something though
It's
about
Wounded Warrior. I thought we were
Wounded
talking about.
Warrior.
So I didn't hear about this Orlando thing, but that's
how
cool.
did Sarah let you know she was leaving here? All right, listen. Okay. Dave, best of luck. We love when
Thank
you come
you,
in
Al.
here.
So, Dave, are you really the saint that Gary's making you out to be?
I think they built me up pretty hardcore, but one man saint is just another man doing his job. Not like these Hollywood types.
No, we really want credit. Come on.
No, but they, I don't know.
It was, put it this way: there were a lot of dick jokes that the guys loved. That's what
I think everybody did their job, but it's not really a job like you kind of enjoy it and all that kind of
I
stuff.
couldn't
but,
do my 20
I like how
minutes.
Howard brings you back to earth. You can do anything, and he's like,
Dave, how do you think Artie handled the hot weather over there? I know he was nervous about that for a while.
I have to say honestly, I really didn't think he would make it through the 100+ degree temperature, but he did.
I slept most of the days anyway in air conditioning.
With his
ordering food.
His Green
In your
Beret
sleep.
training kicked in. And he did it like when he had to be up. He did it because after like 7 in the morning, it starts getting really hot. And by afternoon, it's like way too hot. But the locals seem to be moving. I don't know. I'm just rambling. But
Ziggy, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, fellas, love the show. Real quick, I wanted to touch on Robin. She really seemed like she was digging at Artie today. I mean, is she that pissed off about him missing time and everything going on in his life? Because she just wouldn't let up today.
What do you mean today, Ziggy? It's been like that. It's been like that for the past few weeks.
Yeah, but it seems like more and more so today. I mean, she was just every second. I mean, it was some kind of dig on Artie, and it's just like, I mean, come on, Robin, either get over it or I don't know. I mean, am I wrong here or something?
Well, I can take Robin's side a little bit. I can tell you this: Robin and myself, we take the show very seriously. This is a big part of our lives. So I guess I think in Robin's estimation, it's almost like Artie's been missing days on the show, has not given 100% every day on the show. And we're sitting here going, oh, well, Artie's sick, let's help him out. And then to find out that he's been lying to us about it, I think it's, I guess it manifests itself in different ways for everybody. Robin lashes out. I am enormously disappointed.
Why?
Because I feel like an idiot. I feel like a fool to have I've sat here on this show and defended Artie a lot under the premise that he's going for this intensive outpatient rehab. And then for him to throw it at me today that I'm some sort of an idiot. Why do I care about him? What do I give a shit? The reason why I don't care that Artie's going to his therapy because I want him to come here every day. I care that Artie might have been going to his therapy because I wanted him to get better because I like him. And I feel that what little credibility he had left with me, to me, is now gone.
So you genuinely felt like he was going to therapy this whole time, or you wanted to believe that he was
No,
going?
I believed up until I thought, I said it on the air this morning, I thought maybe in the last month or so he might have been going less. That's how stupid I am. But in a million years did I believe that Artie had gone 1.5 times when he told us he cried in front of the therapist, that he admitted to the therapist that that he had a drink. And by the way, the reason Artie went to this in the first place was to get us off his back because he missed the Bob Saget roast.
That's right.
So he comes in and he goes, okay, I missed the Bob Saget roast. I've got a problem. I'm going to go take care of it. And guys, here's how I'm going to go take care of it. So we all take a giant step back because we're like, hey, he's trying to get better. And then we find out he's not trying at all.
So has it reached a point where you just can't believe anything the guy tells you?
Yes. For me, it's there.
And it wasn't there before.
No, it wasn't.
Now, I think, Ziggy, that moment Robin reached about a couple months ago. I can't speak for Robin.
But today,
she has her own opinion.
But today validated it.
Yeah, and once she got it confirmed, of course she's going to rip into, and that's not going to end. She's going to keep digging and digging and digging because she feels like she's been, deceived.
Yeah, well, it makes you wonder, too, because one day the greatest show on radio is going to end. And when that happens, I mean, you see, like, John, Stuttering John, or you see Jackie, all these guys' appearances dried up when they left the show, Casey, whoever. I mean, Artie's different because, he came to the show, he was a comedian. I mean, what's going to happen to him? Obviously, his fame's been elevated because of the show. So what happens to him after the show? I mean, is he just such a fuck-up that he can't really do what, he's doing now? So I don't know, it makes you wonder. I mean, the guy needs to get his shit together, but that's what makes him Artie, I guess. Talk to you later.
All right, thanks for the call, Ziggy.
Ziggy out.
I guess the question to follow up Ziggy's point was, as Teddy laughs, is if Artie does clean up his act and does pull all the shit together, does that have less appeal to people? Because I know a lot of people like the fact that Artie's a fuck-up. Or, let me keep going, does that justify Artie's behavior? Well, I need to be this way because, I won't be as successful.
It may justify it in Artie's head, but it doesn't justify it in life. To me here, for coming in here every day, it doesn't justify it for me. Now, that's that whole thing that Greg Fitzsimmons and I argued about last week, where he said, well, that's your work ethic. Okay, this is my fucking work ethic. I'm not going to be ashamed of it.
Phil in Utica, you're on the wrap-up show. Hi, Phil.
Hi, been a fan a long time, and I just bought Artie's book Saturday, and got to the point where, in the book where his old man fell off the roof. I think, to me, the only thing that bothers me about Artie, fucking up, I don't care if he fucks up because I did heroin when he was 3 years old. That was my gateway drug to marijuana, and but to me, it's kind of a slap in the face to Howard when he goes and does his book signing at night, and misses work. I mean, he ought to just come out in the open, and if he's fucking up, and is at work. I mean, it seems like so many people there are naive. I mean, when he's falling asleep, he's not having a sugar crash or anything. He's nodding. I've been doing this since 1967. And basically, I haven't really stopped in all those years.
So you think Artie should just come clean about everything and not
well,
not
I mean,
lie?
you don't have to come clean, but I mean, like today, he said he hasn't been seeing a shrink, and I don't think you really basically. I don't think you can go see a shrink if you're still fucking up and stuff, But
well, Artie's right here, and I believe he's got a statement of some sort, or he just wants to come in and listen. So, Artie, it's yours.
I grew up here. I work construction here. I don't know why they're doing this. Listen, Gary, your old man is from Little Italy, right? You grew up Uniondale, tough town. You were a tough fucking kid.
Wasn't that tough, Artie?
You used to do blow. You know what I'm saying? How did you get in touch with your feelings so much? Like, what? You're hurt by me? I hurt your feelings that I'm not going to therapy? Are you kidding me?
I guess that. So, do you think it's weird that I would care about you enough to wish you got better?
I think it's weird.
I don't know why you keep belittling that and making fun of it.
I don't know. I don't belittle anything. I'm just saying it really is. Maybe I'm from a different world. It's unbelievable to me that people care if I'm in therapy so much.
We don't care if you're in therapy. We care that you get better.
All right.
And when we thought that you were going to be fucking dead last time when you missed the Saget roast, you came in and you got us all to leave you alone. I realize now when you came in, it wasn't a ploy to get better. It was a ploy to get us to leave you alone.
No, well, that's
and I
true.
promised to leave you alone.
Well, all right. Well,
because you seem offended that I care about you, and that's weird.
No,
me out.
I just seem I'm upset that you're upset, and I'm like, well, why is he?
But
so
are you
upset?
surprised?
No, I'm surprised that you're that upset about the therapy thing. Like that's the only thing that could help me. Like that.
No, but it was the one thing that you had convinced everybody you could do. And I sat on this show many days, Artie, and defended you to a lot of people in the belief that you were making an effort to get better.
Well, how do you know I'm not making an effort to get better? How do you know? I was on the wagon once for 11 months and 3 weeks,
You sound like Sam. I have my 60-day chip. I know you were. I know.
I did that with just willpower. Like, how do you know I'm not just trying, on my own, using whatever I have?
Because you've said many times.
I know. I'm such a fuck up. I can't defend myself. That's the problem.
You're the one who told us many times that you needed help and that you have tried to do it on your own. And
there's other places to get help, though. You guys don't think this. There's other places to get help, maybe, than a therapy.
Have you been going to church every day?
No, not church, but, maybe there's some friends I talk to that help me. Maybe I'm trying to do other things to take my mind off of drugs, like gambling.
I mean, therapy...
I mean, listen, I love you. I know you care about me, but I'm upset that you're upset. And I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm disappointing people. And every thing I say sounds so stupid because I'm such a fuck up and I have a bad history. Like, there's nothing I could say, I'm trying to make myself better. That hasn't worked so far.
But think about it. Like, break it down for a second. Like, why did you wait till today to tell us? If you'd have told us 2 weeks later... you told us you cried. You told us you admitted you didn't drink.
It is
like,
funny.
I mean, the lie. I know it's funny, but
but are you
we're
so?
Like,
I'm
like, don't worry, Artie's okay because he's trying hard.
Yeah, but are you so deep in the lie at that point that it's easier to go with it than come clean?
You know what? That's what I learned in an after-school special.
No, but why today?
When you're that deep in a lie.
Hey, Art, why did you pick today to tell us?
Because Lisa G is sitting there, and quite frankly, she's sexually harassing me, and I have to try to get her off of me. And I figured if actually, I'm getting a lawyer now.
Art, you said someone
She's got a list.
Art, you said someone found out
Broken
already.
Promises. What is her problem?
You said someone found out already that made you kind of say, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna reveal it."
That was a lie.
I knew it.
Hey, by the way,
I knew it.
If Scott DePace is here, Scott, can you come down for a second? Because Scott has one of the most insane theories I've ever heard about this entire thing.
Scott was the one who, as I was leaving, Scott came out making fun of you, saying, "You hurt Gary's feelings." That's what he kept saying.
But it seems like the big thing here is the word therapy. It's not that you care. He's like, Artie doesn't get why you care so much about, and Howard too. Like, therapy is the magic word.
But I think it's not. Well, it's not.
If I'm not in therapy, you guys are so into that shit that if I'm not in therapy, I'm not trying to get help. That's the problem.
But Gary's most upset, I think, that you said you were, and then you're not.
Because I'm trying to appease people who think that's the end-all, be-all.
Isn't that what you're most upset
That's
about?
not true. No, you're not appeasing me because I think it's the end-all, be-all. There's probably a bunch of different ways you can go. That's the way you decided to tell us that you were coping with that particular incident.
Well, what if I told you, look, I'm just using my own tools in my head to get better? You're not going to believe that.
Well, I'll believe it, but I don't think it'll work.
Well,
I believe you were doing that, but
that's
I'd say
discouraging.
Scott, come over here.
Yeah, but Artie, you understand. People aren't going to believe it because you made that bed.
I know, and I have to line it.
Scott, tell me what you just tell
First
me.
of all, it's not insane. No, I just was doubting some of your drug, things.
Oh,
right now.
there you go. Why am I? Maybe I'm not lying. Maybe I'm lying about the drugs.
Let him talk.
As far as I know, I never saw you withdrawing here at work. I never saw you throwing up. So I was just questioning. A lot of the timeline was off. So maybe this is all a ploy to sell some books.
What timeline?
He thinks that the whole drug thing was a ploy to sell books. He spent a good 4 hours with you down at your Jersey Shore home and saw no evidence of drug use, so he's pretty sure you're clean.
Do you have any evidence that you can actually prove that you ever did heroin?
Right. Can we take your hair?
Listen,
That's why he won't give us a hair sample.
You're not getting my hair.
Wait, by the way, we talked about this on the Rapper Show. You've told us you've done heroin. You told us you've done coke. What could be in your hair?
I just don't want to.
No, but what could be in your hair?
I don't want you to take my hair. It's creepy.
But there's nothing we could find that could be worse than heroin.
I don't want you taking my hair.
But seriously,
if you've raped someone, does it show up in your hair?
No, it doesn't.
All right, fine. You can have some.
On Tuesday's wrap-up show, was a big discussion about how Artie and my friendship might be a little bit fractured. Talk about him getting my paycheck by accident and how he lied about going to therapy, and just how I felt about it. And a lot of callers had a lot of opinions. This is what happened.
Very awkward conversation today, Gary, between you and Artie.
But one you guys knew I've been waiting to have.
Yes, we did know that, but I don't think it went the way anybody expected it to. I mean, Artie made the point to say that lately he felt that you were sort of hard on him, and then you came in and said, well, you felt the opposite way. You felt that Artie was treating you differently ever since that incident where he got your paycheck by mistake.
Right. I did think he was treating me differently, but he said he wasn't. I mean, he answered that really quickly. He looked at me. He said, Gary, really? Like, he seemed sort of surprised by it. You know, he sort of convinced me, but he's convinced me a lot of things. But I guess, you know, I don't know. He said that it didn't bother him. There's a part of me that will never be sure, but I'll have to take him at that and move ahead. You know, some of the guys here were saying, like, when I came out, people were like, God, if that were me, you're a better man than me. If, you know, Artie was going around talking about my check, I'd be really pissed. And I said, I've already gotten past that. Like, I was upset for a minute and I got past it. I was having a bigger issue with the Artie's got something against me thing. I really thought Artie had an axe to grind with me.
Well, both Lisa G and Jason came in to corroborate the fact that Artie, well, not the fact, but that Artie was showing, you know, making jokes about having your check and, hey, you want to see it and stuff like that. Jason, that must have been a weird thing to do.
First of all, I misspoke. I'll just go on record. I was wrong. He did not, to my memory, have to check with him. Okay, I ran in on the air. It was a year and a half ago. I was drunk, so I am sorry for saying that Artie had to check with him. However, I felt bad that Lisa was kind of on her own out there saying that Artie was going around that night talking about Gary's paycheck, and Artie was denying it because it just simply wasn't true. And I love Artie, and I hope he doesn't hold this against me for the rest of his life, but I'm just sorry. It wasn't true. He was talking about it that night. He was talking about it to a lot of people, and I know what really bothered Gary at the time anyway.
It did.
So
I mean,
that was it. So I said, I said what I said, and I'm sorry that I implied that he had to check with him, and that's that, and I'll deal with any repercussions that come with that.
But there's been this overall uneasiness between you guys, it sounds like, but you both came at it from different perspectives. Like Artie thought this one thing and you thought the other.
Well, he thinks I'm pissed at him, and I think he's pissed at me. And Artie was right. That whole thing about the, you know, me tagging along, me, you know, when I first heard that theory about how I'm riding Artie's coattails, it really bothered me because I would never want to do that. Artie does his own thing, and I could do my own thing, and I don't need to ride his coattails. And, you know, and then it came out, and then Artie started joking about it, and that made me wonder. But then Howard did it today, and he goes, well, that's not what I heard, Artie. I heard it's true. And it doesn't seem like a joke when Howard says it. And then people around here have sort of come to me and go, I don't know, I've heard this, I've heard that.
It's been illustrated on the air why Artie may be mad at you, whether or not it's true or not. But where was it coming from where Artie thought you were mad at him? Like, I don't know what that was coming from.
I think he just senses an attitude change, and he's not wrong. I have changed my attitude a little bit because I'm more defensive because I think Artie doesn't like me, or I thought that.
Now, having that conversation, did it help things at all between the two of you, or is it more status quo?
It probably helped things a little bit. You know, the truth is, in any other environment, we probably should sit down at some point for lunch or just go to a room when nobody's listening and really put the cards on the table and get past it. But that's never going to happen.
Now, Howard sort of let that conversation go and didn't really pipe in one way or the other. Where do you think he stands on all this?
On what?
Between you, I mean, he said, we're here for Artie if he needs help, you know, but he didn't really weigh in on, you know, why you're angry, why Artie's angry. Where do you think he stands on all this?
Well, I don't think, I mean, we sort of both said it. It wasn't really an argument, and so, of course, Howard immediately loses interest. It wasn't a real fight or anything like that. I mean, Artie made his point. I thought he had my back on the whole, hey, why do you make it seem like we're such, you know, we're gay for caring about you? That I thought he had my back on.
Well, he tried to make light of the situation. Hit number 2, Ted. Here's a little bit of Gary and Artie.
There's a part of me that does believe that, you know, once that thing was planted in my head about me piggybacking on you,
I know, dude.
I start to wonder. And, you know, and listen, you didn't help if I'm making a joke every day before
my
we
job
went
to make jokes. I can't sit here and just, you know.
He can't be nice to you.
I got you.
It's like Ralph calls up the wrap-up show and, you know, goes, oh, now you're going to make jokes. What the fuck am I here for? I'm not here to get analyzed by people. I make jokes. I'm Artie the Joke Man.
Are you making jokes now?
Artie the Joke Man.
Well, tell a fucking joke already.
Part of the reason you were upset, and I could be wrong, so that's why I'm asking you. The timeline, before the pizza party, when Artie talked about the check, how'd you talk to Artie about the check? Like, had he called you and said, hey, I got your check?
No. What happened?
I thought you had asked him not to talk about it, and then he talked about it anyway.
No. What happened was, We sit down at the party, and Artie's, got a couple in him, and he goes, "Oh, yeah, Gary, I got to tell you what happened today." And he says, "The wackiest thing happened. I got your check." And then he started sort of talking openly in a booth with people about, how much my check might be, which is my personal business. And I was like, Artie, I'd rather, I really don't want you doing that. And he to his credit, I mean, he sort of saw it as a joke. And when I said something to him, he was like, oh, he really saw it for the first time. He was like, okay, and I won't do it. And he didn't do it anymore. But I just didn't get to him early enough.
All right, let's go to the phones. Talk to Obi. Obi, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, John and Gary, how you guys doing?
What's up, man?
Hey, I don't ever, well, I shouldn't say ever, but I have to agree with the way Robin is treating Artie, and I think she's the only one treating him the way he should be treated at this point. The guy, he lies constantly, he shits on everybody around him, day in and day out. It just seems like it's always something else with him. Get rid of him. Put his fat ass back out on the docks. He's a fat, bloated, lying junkie, and that's the bottom line.
Yeah, but we don't have to get rid of him. And Robin, you can't tell somebody how to feel. It's one of the things you learn when you get married. You can't tell somebody how to feel. Robin feels the way she feels, and that's how she handles it.
Yeah, I understand that, but I can't believe that you feel. I bet you feel similar to the way Robin feels. I mean, you said flat out that the guy you feel betrayed, and you're right. You should feel betrayed.
Well, I felt betrayed that he lied to me about going there while I was defending him. But it's not like he told the lie that affects his job here. It's not like he told me he needed 2 weeks off to go, be with a sick grandmother, and he was in Hawaii. It's mostly about his life. But again, on the show, everything's so intertwined. Your life and work, they're all part of the same thing.
Yeah, I get it, but when you're lying day in and day out, and who knows what to believe? What his books? Who knows if I can believe half the crap in his book now? The guy's credibility is shit. And you say it's to protect his job, but where? How do you know where it stops?
You don't.
The guy's called out how many times? He's openly lied about doing drugs. I mean, then you got a couple callers are going to suck in his dick saying he doesn't make enough money. Well, come on, the guy.
The opinions run the gamut. There's no doubt. There's those people who think that Artie can do no wrong and that he should be able to do whatever he wants, and there are those people who think, on the other side of the spectrum.
Hold on. Just a text message update from Artie. Tell Jason I never denied talking about Gary's check at my party. I hated they said I had the check with me, and then he texted me again saying, "Say it, asshole."
Hey, what's up? On Wednesday's wrap-up show, we talked about Secret Santa. Scott, the engineer, of course, was bitching about not getting gifts. I think he was trying to point out the fact that the 3 richest people in the studio are the ones that have decided to end gift giving and start the Secret Santa thing, and he was pissed about it. And check it out.
Vincent in Rhode Island, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hi, I gotta say, I gotta take Scott's side on this. I mean, the 800-pound gorilla in the room is that Howard, justifiably, is an immensely wealthy man, and he certainly could afford to give out a generous Christmas gift to everyone. And the fact that a couple ingrates grouse, are they going to scuttle it for everyone? That seems to be an overreaction. I mean, he should even just give out cash, and then if a couple idiots say, who cares? He did the right thing. I don't understand. What's so difficult about that?
If he gave out cash, it would be 100 times worse, don't you think?
Yes.
Because then everybody would just be comparing checks. At least, somebody gets a TV and somebody gets a DVD player. You can guess at the difference. But when you start giving out cold, hard cash, how much
why
did you get?
Why is it he gives her the same? Well, the way you solve that is you give everyone exactly the same amount, $500 to everyone.
But he was giving everybody the same exact gift. I think last year it was all iPods, and the year before, and this is where he got really upset. Or not last year, but the year before. But the year before that, he gave everybody the stilettos. That's right. And everybody assumed that Howard got them all for free. And he didn't. He had to pay full price for them.
Well, I mean, Gary, first of all, not everybody thought that. But second of all, is that a huge leap to make that the company that Howard practically owns, he gave away the stiletto? I mean, that's not for some people to think that, and it wasn't me, certainly. I love my stiletto. But, I mean, it's not like a crazy thing to think.
No, but what he's saying is he paid, full price for them, and he bought everyone a gift, and then everyone accused him of being cheap.
I'm just saying maybe he shouldn't have been surprised that people thought that. But, sir, to go back to your point, I think if Scott got $500 from Howard, and then I don't know, maybe Steve Brandano got $500 from Howard.
What the fuck is that?
And Ryan from the Tapes team got $500 from Howard. I think you would still be angry because you've been, what the fuck? I've been here 30 years.
Of course he would be.
No, why would I be angry?
Yeah, of course.
Dave in Ontario, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, how are you guys?
Hi, Dave.
I was listening to you guys talk about, what Howard got for you guys for Christmas. What did you guys get? What have you guys been getting Howard for Christmas? I didn't hear any discussion on that at all. Did anybody even think of getting him something?
This year?
Like Ronnie, for instance.
Well, hold on, Dave. You're talking about what gifts we're going to get him this year?
Well, yeah, I know you don't want to talk about it. But you hear all this historically, like, okay, Howard got us all iPods. Well, last year I got Howard, what? What'd you get him? Did you guys get him anything?
Yeah. Every year we get him something.
I got him something.
What?
Wait, all you have to do is go back and listen to past shows. We did it all on the air.
Now, are you talking about last year specifically, Dave? Or?
Well, last year, this year, like, are you guys getting them something nice? Like, I know a couple. I got to think about it. I just don't hear any discussion of it. And
what do you get?
Is it a one-sided thing? Is it a one-sided thing?
Dude, Howard doesn't want to exchange gifts. He doesn't want anybody to give him anything. He doesn't want to give anybody anything. So that ends the discussion.
What do you get? First of all, what do you get a guy that has everything? You make a donation to his favorite charity.
But that's
if you are getting him something.
No, you can buy him a gift. I've
got him gifts too. But
listen, I've got his birthday gift sitting at my house. I bought it 2 months ago. It just was something that I knew he'd want.
Right.
But you have to dig around during the year. But Howard, the whole point of the Secret Santa thing is to not exchange gifts with people.
Right.
So, Dave, are you saying the people who are bitching about not getting anything from Howard should be the ones? What are they giving?
Well, I
Is
just
that your
wonder.
question?
I just hear a lot of that. He got you something. He didn't get me something. What did he get you? What did he get? It's like, okay, you know what? Like, it just sounds It sounds like a lot of one-sided whining to me.
Well, it's not
some of you, not all of you, not all of you.
So who are you referring to?
Yeah, who?
I just, Ronnie. What did Ronnie get him?
Well, when?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on a second.
Last year,
Hold on. What did you? First of all, when did you ever hear me bitching about anything that Howard gave me?
Well, generally speaking, Ronnie, you do a lot of.
No, I never bitched about anything.
But I just didn't hear like,
all I can tell you. Listen, hey, listen to me. He is to me. All right, he's the most generous person to me that you ever want to meet. Okay, so you never heard me complain shit about it. What he ever got me.
No,
okay?
You're right.
So calm down.
I'm not calm.
All right, and what did I get? I made a donation to his charity last year. Okay, is that are you happy with that?
Oh well, no, I'm thrilled, Ronnie. I'm thrilled.
Good. I'm glad.
Scott,
just ask, guys. You don't have to get offended.
I'm not getting offended.
Scott, how about you?
I've always, as long as we've done it, gotten Howard a gift. I've gotten everybody on the staff a gift until last year when Howard said, "Secret Santa, you give a gift to one person, you get a gift from one person." Right. That's what we do. Howard decides what he wants done, and this is what he wants done.
And actually, the year before, I remember Scott got a very favorable review. I forgot what he got Howard. It was a bowl, or it was something nice, but Howard liked it. The only thing Scott gets nice gifts. The only thing we've ever goofed on Scott about was one year, all of our gifts reeked of smoke.
Yeah.
Like, how could a crystal bowl smell like smoke? But it did. And then Scott got something that was made of cloth, and it just reeked of smoke.
Was that your flavoring, or?
It's the flavoring I used to use, yes. I don't use that anymore.
That's his mambo.
Yeah, right. Benji, how do you deal with the Howard gift situation?
Listen, I totally, like I said, I think it's very nice if someone wants to give a gift. If they don't, I don't think it's a big deal. So you mean getting him stuff?
Yeah.
I got him one year a hockey shirt. And
he wears it every day, right?
No, I think he said it was horrible. I got it. It was from BU. I got a hockey shirt, I think, with his student radio station letters on it, and I asked Ralph. He said, "Get it red, get it in red or something like that."
Hey, by the way, I want to take this opportunity to talk about something. Last summer,
and I got a black kid.
The last summer, that was great. By the way, the black kid. Last summer, I was out at Howard's house, and we were in the pool, and we started laughing. He goes, "I got to tell you something." He goes, "You know how I beat the shit out of you on the air about that crappy Christmas gift you gave me, the kit that had like nail trimmers and nose trimmers and all that stuff?" He goes, "I've had that sitting around for 10 years. He goes, "I opened up the other day." He goes, "It's fucking great." He goes, "I love that thing." He goes, "I use everything in it." He goes, so he never even opened it up. He just looked at it. So I want everyone to know that.
JD, how about you?
I've given him a couple shirts, and he said he liked them, but he could have been just being nice. I don't know.
And you've got Artie for Secret Santa, right?
Yes.
And have you gotten any more calls from Artie's mom?
No, I did get a suggestion from somebody. Actually, I was going to talk to Gary about it, but to see if Artie would even want it. But
right,
I don't know. It's a whole
How old
thing.
is she?
Heroin?
No.
A map of Delaware.
On Thursday's wrap-up show, we talked about what Howard said about being gone in 2 years and what everybody's going to do. Everybody's nervous, obviously. We all want him to stay on so we can keep our jobs, and it'd be sort of strange not having Howard in the morning, but it's a reality for us, and we all theorized about what would happen if, in fact, he decided to hang it up in 2 years.
We should start off with something Howard said in the beginning of the show, which was a quick, not a throwaway, but just, quick statement, which had everybody here a little bit rocked, I'd say, and that's Howard but theorizing, I guess. I don't know what the right word is, but he said in 2 years he thinks he's done.
Yeah, today was the first time that he's hinted at it for a long time. Even when I talked to him off the air, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. What if I work one day a week? But today was the first time he seemed to really be serious about, I don't need to do this anymore.
Were you surprised?
No, but it's weird. It's one of those things that I've been preparing for a long time, and I've even been preparing for it. I'm always meeting with people, just, getting ready for the next phase of whatever my career is going to be. But when you hear him say it, it still sort of hits you.
Did it surprise you, Benji?
No, I mean, I have obviously haven't been here as long as Gary, but he always says he's going to quit. So that's what I expect Howard to say.
This was different, though. This, I don't know if I'm coming back. This was a little bit more. Well, first of all, just because of what's printed in the paper, financial records, that it's true that he doesn't have to. He does not have to work anymore.
Well, and I 100% know that, and I believe Howard doesn't know at this point. I believe he's truly undecided at this point. Well, I also believe he's being honest when he says, I expect to quit. I think he's being honest.
But a lot can happen in 2 years.
Right. But I said to him, when this has come up in the air before, I'd be like, is this just the way you feel today and it could change, or is this how you feel? And he goes, no, this is pretty much how I feel. Usually when I ask him that question, he would say, I don't know, I could change my mind tomorrow. But that wasn't the case today.
Now, how did everybody react? I mean, you went in there and sort of said your piece, but did anybody else's reaction surprise you?
No, we're all sort of I don't think we're at the point where anybody's surprised. Like I said, we all sort of know it's a possibility, and we all talk about preparing for it.
Now, what would really make it different is if we knew for sure.
Yeah, right. What I wanted to ask him today, and I didn't want to press him on it. I almost asked him off the air, but I'm curious what he considers to be a good amount of time to let us know the answer. In other words, is he going to let me know 6 months before?
How much notice you're getting?
Right, how much notice he's going to give us so that we can start doing what we're going to do. Or, when will he tell us?
A few people were theorizing that Howard, is it in his personality to retire? Like, could he actually stop doing the show? I know after some vacations he comes back and he's like, I miss just getting on the radio at 6 a.m. and doing the show. And I know how happy he is with Beth, and they want to sort of explore their life together, although they've been together for a very long time. But do you think it's in his personality? Do you think he could just stop doing radio?
I didn't used to think it was in his personality. He would come back, with such a verve to be on the radio. And I'm not saying that he's not putting it all out there, but I don't know that the same. I think he could live without it. I was more interested to find out that if he stops doing this, he'll stop doing everything. Because even in past years, he's like, listen, even if I stop doing the radio show, I might set up a production office, I might do this. He's not going to do anything. That was what I found more surprising. And I don't know, if he could live with that. Could he just go on a boat like Johnny Carson did? Johnny Carson just lived his days out, and when people wanted interviews, he just wouldn't do them. Or will he be one of those guys that starts showing up on shows because he needs the attention?
What's your gut on that?
I see him sailing away on a boat. I think he's seen it and done it.
Okay, Benji.
I don't know. It's possible a boat, or it might be a cabin. I'm not.
You know what we mean. We're just talking.
Like Gary said, when he said this time that he's always said hey, I can direct movies. Maybe I could do this, which he could, but he doesn't sound like he has a desire. He says this is the best. This is the thing I enjoy the most. That makes me think more that he'll definitely keep his hand somewhere in this kind of format.
Gotcha. Let's go to the phones. Tony in Hoboken, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys. I just want to ask Gary, if it does come to that and Howard, doesn't re-up, would he ever consider working as producer for a douchebag like Jay Leno?
I've said a million times that my biggest fear is, first of all, I don't know that I'm qualified to be Jay Leno's producer. I think in my mind I am, but I don't have that much TV experience. But I've always said my worst nightmare is that when this period of time comes, that I have to take what's available to me. And, if I'm out of work for 3 months and Jay Leno's interested in having me be his producer, I'd probably do it. Because that's, you got to take, if there's no other jobs available and that job's available, how could you turn down a job like that?
Let's go to Rob in New York. Rob, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, Gary, if the show does end in 2 years, can you retire?
No. Not even not even close.
So, and Fred mentioned the same thing himself. So, is it fair to say that would Howard be mad if you were out putting yourself out there looking for other employment? Because if he's not paying your bills in 2 years, I don't see how he can be upset if you're out there looking for something else. If you can't retire in 2 years, you should be looking for something else right now.
Well, in some ways, I'm always looking in the sense that I talk to people, and we always talk that I'll be done in 2 years. But I have to be honest with you, I don't want to leave here till it's done. I just don't. I don't want to leave here till it's done.
And Rob, I mean, people in the industry are fully aware of what's going on with this show. So if Howard does make that declaration, they'll know sort of by default that Gary's available if they wanted to pursue him.
Yeah, but he gets mad when if Stuttering John leaves. Under those circumstances, a little weird. You can see it still irks Howard a little bit. Now Billy West, he leaves. Now these guys are just trying to take care of their families. If Howard does make this $500 million or whatever it is, a ridiculous number, for as long as you and Fred have been with him, if he takes 10 of that and gives you 5, Fred 5, you could probably retire. And that's
well, to give Jason Will, to give $1 million to Jason, $1 million to Will,
no,
$500,000 to John because he hasn't been here as long.
Listen, you could defend him all you want, Gary. He's your boss.
But you can't
right
tell
now.
somebody how to spend their money.
When it's all over,
if I didn't want to be here, I wouldn't be here.
That's
so
not what I'm saying.
I don't expect Howard to fund me for the rest of my life. I made the deals that I made. I'm happy with what I have, and I can move on when I want to. You seem to have an issue with it.
We should also get to fuck Beth every once in a while.
If Jay Leno came knocking right now with a guarantee for 5 years or 10 years of employment at a serious yearly rate, would you take it?
I would of course seriously consider it. When you say Howard got mad at John for leaving, Howard didn't get mad at John for leaving. Howard got mad at the way John left. I think we all agreed that we probably could not have paid John what he got, and we would have said, listen, we can't match that. You go do that. It was that John never gave anybody that opportunity. John made his deal and left before anybody could do anything about it, and we thought that for the amount of time that he'd work with us, he should have there was a way to do it where he could have ended up where he was and everyone would have been happy.
Well, Rob asks an interesting question in a roundabout way, but Leno's got this new show, 10 o'clock, for whatever reason. He wants, a different producer, and he contacts you. How do you handle something like that at this point?
Listen, Howard would be the first person to say that everybody has to explore everything that's brought to him. He does that too. So, of course, if he came knocking, I would listen to what he had to say. You're talking about a million different things. Do I want to move to Los Angeles? Is it guaranteed for X amount of years? But if he said, I've got a 5-year guaranteed contract for X amount of dollars and the money was worth it, I'd probably go to Howard and say, I got a pretty good opportunity here. Are you staying or leaving? And if he says, I don't know, I'd say I'd have to take it. If he says, I'm staying, I'd probably be less inclined to take it.
And the big difference there with Stuttering John is that you would go to Howard to discuss it before anything was done.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, of course, no, I talked to them a little bit, but I'd see what they were offering.
Benji, how about you if a writing gig like that came along?
I like Gary says, first of all, we have such a great environment here. It's hard to see, like, it's hard to imagine like a more fun environment.
Can I jump on that? Okay, look, Benji. We love Benji to death. He dresses the way he wants when he comes in. He sort of has there's rules, but in a way there's no rules. So if Benji goes to work on a more structured show, it's going to be different. You're going to be asked.
I can't imagine unless I have as much independence as I do here, like not working for myself. We have a lot of independence.
So what would you do for yourself? You mean be a freelance writer?
Develop something. I don't know.
I'm here today because I love Howard, and I was lucky enough to get invited. Not everyone gets that opportunity.
So what are you going to talk about today?
Well, you know how it works on radio and on big productions like the Howard Stern Show? They pre-interview you, and then they ask you a bunch of questions, and then the producer gives that to the hosts, and then they usually ask you about that, but hopefully I'll talk about whatever. You know, I'm dishing it. I can take it. I'll answer any question Howard throws my way, and it's more fun. Keep it spontaneous.
Perez Hilton is here. Perez is a noted gossip columnist. He has a website that has over 7 million page views a day. Advertisers will pay as much as $54,000 to get on Perez Hilton.
Thank you.
Hey, Perez.
Good morning.
What do you say, man? Hey, you lost some weight. You look better.
Thank you. I've been working hard at it.
Yeah, you were getting a little fat.
I was getting very, very, very fat.
And you weren't getting any cock, were you?
I'm still not, but hopefully that'll change soon.
Hey, you're doing well. You're wealthy. You hang around with every celebrity. You're famous. I mean, you can't get any cock? That's your problem.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
What are you doing
I
wrong?
noticed people are flirting for the first time in a long time, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, you look
Things
good.
are beginning to change.
What happened? Were you so unhappy with yourself you started to eat? I mean, you were getting very, very chubby.
It was just that I was really I started to make up excuses for everything. Excuses for not working out. I'm like, I don't have time. But now I just made the time, as lame as that sounds.
What is your day like? You're the only one who works on PerezHilton.com, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have a staff.
Well, I have my sister who's my assistant, and my mom who's like my gopher. I moved them out from Miami to Los Angeles.
Still to this day, it's just you running the thing. So I would imagine it's hard to keep coming up with material.
Oh, no. At the end of the day, I always have like a bunch of stuff I could have written, but I need to sleep at least 4 hours. So I wake up on a normal day at 4 a.m. because I have to be on East Coast time and just work all day till 4.
Explain that to me. You work all day. You wake up what time?
At 4 a.m.
4 a.m. And then you work till what?
I work until 4:30 p.m. and then I go to the gym and then I come home and I eat and shower and work some more and then I go to bed and I try to get to sleep by 10.
So you're not out running around all
I
over
used
the
to,
place.
and
Yeah.
that's probably one of the reasons why I was fat, because I was sleeping even less and eating and drinking, and now I like to treat myself as if I'm the Michael Phelps of blogging. And I don't leave my house from Sunday night through Thursday night. And I really am happy doing that because, I love what I do.
That's what you did. It was your hobby. You had no idea that this would become a popular website. I mean, there's a lot of people blogging. Nobody really gets any attention doing this. And this worked into a full-time business. How much are you worth at this point? Are you a millionaire?
Well, I don't know.
You know if you're a millionaire.
I have my business manager who handles that, who's a lovely guy who called yesterday saying, I want to let you know everything's okay. Don't worry about
do you have your
things."
money at Lehman Brothers?
No, we didn't. But he just wanted to, he's very professional and wanted to make me feel at ease.
Well, you're working hard. I mean, you're taking this thing seriously, the website.
I just started for fun. But what's funny now is that nowadays people start blogs and websites with the whole intention of just trying to make money doing it.
Right.
I just started it for fun.
You enjoy doing it. That's the secret.
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is, it's getting harder, though, because the more popular you get, you've got to worry about being sued. I know in the beginning you could write anything you want. Nobody cared.
Because nobody was reading me.
But now, are you involved in a lot of lawsuits?
I've gotten almost all of them settled now.
Right. That was the one big lawsuit was that you were using pictures that photographers took and you were writing things on them. And then they said, hey, wait a second. You're making some money with these pictures. You got to pay us. So I assume now you're paying them.
Yeah, I pay for every photo that I get.
Right.
Yeah, it was interesting, because I became a big boy without planning to or without meaning to. And then when you're a big boy, you have to play by big boy rules.
Yeah, I know. That's a real shame, isn't it? It's a lot more fun when you don't have to play by anybody's rules.
It is.
So now, on your website, there's probably less pictures because you got to be careful about which ones you buy. I mean, you don't want to spend too much money.
I'm not cheap, so
Right.
I'll post away.
So it looks the same.
Yeah, it's
as
the
it
same.
always would.
It's even better, I think, because now I'm doing video, I'm doing iChats with people.
Like I saw you link the other day to I guess it was something from TMZ. Do you have to pay for that too?
No, not to. I could link to any website.
I see, yeah, because that's good. I like that. And then let's say, like the other day, you had a picture. I think it was Sienna Miller. I don't know one person. I'm so out of it now. I don't even know who Sienna Miller is, really.
Oh, you do.
I honestly don't.
Well, she's
She used to
not
date
really-
Jude Law.
Yeah.
Right. But was she there like naked and kissing some guy?
Yeah, that Brothers and Sisters actor, Balthazar Getty. She's the homewrecker.
And she looked nude and fat. Was she fat?
I think she was just hunched over, so she may have
A
looked...
bad angle.
Yeah, a bad angle.
A picture like that you have to pay for, right?
I did, yeah.
You did. How much does a picture like that cost?
It depends on who's selling it to you, who I have relationships with.
I see.
Thankfully, some people I kind of have like all you can eat kind of thing where I pay someone a flat amount and I can use all their pictures per month.
Oh, that's great.
So that's good. I use those a lot.
So is that like $100 to get a nude picture of Sienna Miller, or is it like $100,000?
Not $100,000,
Right.
but yeah, it's more than 100.
Are there pictures now you want to use, but you just say, I can't afford that. I'm not paying a guy $50,000 for a picture of Madonna's, asshole.
No, it's really rare because there's so many paparazzi in Los Angeles, or actually all over the world,
Right.
that very few people get exclusive shots anymore.
Right. So
and those are the ones that are expensive.
Yeah,
But you're not at the point where you're going to have, somebody go out just to get an exclusive picture. You don't send people out looking for
I might
things.
in the future diversify. Who knows?
Yeah.
Famous people hate you when they see you, though, right? Don't they? Because you say mean things about them.
They some do, and some have a sense of humor about things. They may hate me, but I think a lot of them read it.
Yeah, Avril Lavigne set up a website, an anti-Perez Hilton
Oh,
website.
that was a fake website, but I thought that was really funny.
Right, because you make fun of these people. You don't
But
like
she did
Avril
call
Lavigne?
me one day.
And what did she say?
She said, "Stop writing about me," and I said, "Well, you make it so easy."
What is it? I find her very attractive, cute, also talented. What don't you like about
You
her?
see, I find her obnoxious and not attractive.
Yeah, well.
She's just like, she's a spoiled brat, it seems like, and not very appreciative of her fans. And there's all these accusations that she doesn't even really write her own music. And,
Is that true?
Yeah, well, allegedly, according
Oh.
to people that have worked with her.
No kidding.
They've gone on the record and everything. And then she's threatened to sue the people that she's worked with in the past and had them recant it.
Oh, wow. I wasn't even aware of all that. She just looked like a cute chick who had won a bang.
Well, you don't look very far past the makeup.
You
and,
like her music?
The look.
I do. I like her tunes.
You like the Girlfriend song?
I do. I like it.
It's very
like
different from Coldplay.
Well, I like it all.
He's
I mean,
eclectic.
Yeah, I'm a skater boy, actually.
He actually listens to the guys and just
Right.
looks at the girls.
So now I have to ask you.
Wait, I heard something.
Yes.
So you're getting married soon.
Soon, yes.
And I'm hearing you're getting married very, very soon.
Very soon.
Like within days.
Oh, really? So,
I may be wrong information, but that's what I heard.
Because there's rumors about you all the time.
I got to
now.
tell you, every weekend of the summer, I was supposedly getting married. And I find it fascinating because, first of all, A, who cares when I get married?
People obviously care.
They evidently do care. And B, I haven't gotten married yet. And no, I mean, I'm getting married soon. But
Are you going to sell the pictures and all that?
No, you want to know something? We got approached. Not we. Beth got approached by, I don't even want to say the magazine. There were two magazines.
In Style is usually one of them.
It wasn't In Style.
It wasn't?
I don't think so. Well, Beth will be here. She'll tell you. She's a big Perez Hilton fan, by the way. She's on there like 10 times a day. I see her on there.
She got to check in with Perez.
And I always say to her, you're very shallow reading Perez Hilton. And she'll go, she goes, oh, I don't care, and then all of a sudden I'm looking over her shoulder and I'm reading.
Right. As soon as you see her, you got to get into it.
Yeah, right. But actually, I was talking about this wedding stuff, and then I was talking about something I wanted to tell you.
Well, you were talking about the two magazines. That
yeah.
that
Okay, you
approached.
asked me the question. So, the two magazines evidently offered $1 million.
Are you kidding? You didn't turn that down.
One of the magazines offered $1 million.
You could donate it to charity.
So, I said to Beth said to me, I would take the $1 million and give it to my charity. I said, yeah. I said, that makes sense on some level. I said, but really, I'm not the kind of guy that really wants my wedding picture released. It's just not for me. I hate it. It seems like the douchiest thing you could possibly do.
So are you going to ask wedding guests not to bring cameras and things like that?
Yes, I am. I'll tell you why. I just wanted
people are being strip searched.
The concept, yes, you especially. The concept behind the wedding was we were going to have a family wedding, and then we're going to have a wedding for a couple of friends and some business people and people we work with and stuff, and that was it. And it would be a dinner, and it'd be simple. No one had to sit there and worry about being photographed and all that other shit. It'd just be relaxing. That was the idea.
But
no. So
that's what's going to happen.
No, that's what's going to happen. So I said to Beth, you know what? I give money to charity. I don't need to have my picture in the paper to give money to the charity. I know it would help some people and this and that, but I talked it over with my agent, and even he said, listen, that's just tacky. Forget it. You should give money to charity, to the charities you want to give to, and that's that. So, no, I'm not doing that. And I think Beth really would have actually liked to do that because she says any money she could raise for...
Oh, sure. I mean, that's a huge amount of money to be able to give.
Well, what's her charity? Maybe
cause.
people can donate right now.
Well, actually, she is running for North Shore Animal League for the marathon. She's running the 26, whatever that is. She's running the New York City Marathon. She's doing that. She's already raised a lot of money, and a lot of our listeners have given money. So thank you for that. She's got it. So she'll talk about that. Anyway, let's get back to you. And what you're up to.
I like to interview other people as well.
Yeah,
you know,
I could see
it was funny
that.
because when you said that, George Takei, I don't know if he ever went back to people to get some money, but they're, like they had them all over Entertainment Tonight last night because
He did
they
it
were
for
at the
free.
wedding, and People Magazine got the pictures for free. Yeah.
Yeah, Brad and George got married on Sunday.
But he's doing it to promote the message of equality, and he wants to get
but
that.
he could still get paid.
Yeah.
I don't know who would pay him that much.
Artie, weren't you angry at Perez? He did something about you, didn't he? Was there something about that? Weren't you angry at one time at Perez?
No.
You were.
Absolutely not.
He put a picture in of you.
The drawing.
And drew something on it. And you said it skeeved you because, it was sort of like he was flirting with you or something.
Flirting with I don't think I'm his type. I know. I don't remember being...
Yeah. You talked
Bears?
Like
I don't
big
remember
burly
being
guy.
angry at Perez.
Wait,
I don't
a little
actually
bit,
either. Someone handed me that note.
Yeah.
I'm mad at? No.
Margie, you're on the air with
Oh, was
Perez.
that the picture? Was that the thing with the heart around my crotch?
Yes.
He likes you.
Was that? Well, do you remember doing that, Perez?
I do that.
Right. Okay.
That means he likes you.
I did a gig in Miami. Miami has a comedy festival, and I guess there was
Not going to talk over you.
people that take pictures down there and send them to Perez. So for like a week, I was on there with a heart around my crotch.
Right.
I was rather flattered by
You're
it.
not kidding. I never got a heart around my crotch.
I draw a crown on your head.
I know. You always do nice things. Margie, go ahead. You're on the air in New York City.
Hi, how are you?
Okay.
It was my friend Liz. We actually wanted to talk to you because we're with a website called PerezRevenge.com, and we wanted to ask Perez a question.
Go ahead.
Okay.
He's not afraid.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear it.
Hurry up, though.
We wanted to know. Basically, he claims that celebrities have to live by a certain standard and that they have to be willing to let it all hang out because they put themselves in.
All right, thank you, Margie, for the call. I'm gonna kill myself waiting for the question.
Constitution before she gets.
Yeah, I mean she's obviously wrapped up in you. It says here you got sued for $85,000 because you were sued by Lindsay Lohan's girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Samantha Ronson. Why did she sue you?
She sued me because, I was talking to someone. I think I was talking to Gary, and he was saying how people threatened to. Matthew Perry's folks were threatening to sue you because you read something in the National Enquirer that Matthew Perry's people claimed weren't true.
Right.
Well, some media outlet reported something about Samantha Ronson that she allegedly was the one that gave Lindsay the drugs, and that she was the one supposedly staging photo ops.
So you commented.
And I reported what these other people were saying, and I said, according to these other people, I attributed it, I worded it very carefully, so I did nothing wrong, and then I ended up winning that lawsuit, and she still owes me money.
Oh, wow, no kidding. And did that shock you that Lindsay Lohan was gay?
No, because for the longest time, she was a nympho, so she'd just hump whomever, wherever, whenever.
I told you could get her, Artie.
And this isn't even the first girl she's been with.
My theory is she was very unhappy being with men and maybe being in the closet. As many closeted people their lives are ruined. And now that she's out and she's running around with this girl, I assume it's a known thing that she has this girlfriend.
Well, they still haven't commented publicly about it.
Okay, but she's living an open lifestyle.
Yeah, they're not really hiding it.
And maybe that's why she's straightening out. She's not doing as many drinks and drugs and things like that. Is she straightening out?
For the most part. I mean, I still hear things here and there.
Is she ever going to work again?
She is. She's doing Ugly Betty right now in New York City.
That's
so
not working.
Well, it's kind of like the Robert Downey Jr. school of celebrity image rehab. You know, he did the Ally McBeal, and now Robert Downey Jr. is huge.
You have to work your way back up. You got to go back on some shitty television shows and then sort of work your way back into a good movie, right?
The people of Ugly Betty are going to be very upset.
It's very sad.
Actually, I like Ugly Betty.
It's sad that she self-destructed like this. Here's a girl who had a great career.
I mean, look at her
going.
parents, though. Both of them are crazy.
Right. Now, do you would you agree that most of the celebrities are more leaning toward Obama than they are?
And they're all talking about it very publicly. I think the only one who's not is like Kid Rock. And he's saying all these other losers talking about it should shut up.
Right.
And they're all talking about that Sarah Palin girl.
They hate her.
She's the hugest overnight celebrity in America. I
Right
kind of
now,
love
for
her.
sure. Yeah.
Are you getting gossip on her? Are you trying to?
I mean, her, the daughter, everyone.
What's going on? What do you know?
They're like the Spears of the political world.
Really?
Yeah, I love it.
You're working on some big stuff about them?
Well, the most recent one I posted was about the daughter and how she stole her boyfriend, who's now the baby daddy, from her former friend.
I see. So there is a lot of intrigue.
Yeah, and apparently, although I don't think she's ever talked about it, Sarah Palin herself was pregnant before she got married and all these things.
Yeah, I just heard a little bit about that this weekend. There was a shotgun wedding.
And the most recent one that's just kind of funny is that when she was governor, well, she's still governor of Alaska, but when she got into office, she had a tanning bed put in there, which is kind of funny. But now her people are saying that she paid for that with her own money.
Right, who knows? Hey, you did something that shocked me. And I don't get shocked by much, but Whoopi Goldberg criticized you for it too. You posted a picture of Adam Sandler's 2-year-old child, and
Sadie.
really, I don't know her name, and I don't really know Adam, but I thought it was cruel. I actually did. Because I never make fun of the kids as celebrities, really, unless they're like, actors or something. But you took a picture of his 2-year-old kid, and you kind of said that she was not good looking.
She's not.
Yeah, but
It's mean. I know.
Nice. The kid didn't ask for that.
Did you feel bad about that at all? Did you hear from Adam? Was he upset?
I didn't hear from him, but I'll bend over and let him spank me really hard. The thing is that I'm not a complete asshole. I'm a conniving asshole. Like, I did it on purpose to try to get a response out of people. Maybe that's really cheap and lame, but
yeah, because
I don't know if it makes it any better.
There, you know.
Well, I was just really saying what a lot of people were thinking. I mean, you may not say it out loud, but I did. I love what Barbara Walters says when she sees an ugly baby. There's ugly babies out there. Barbara said this before. She's like, when I see an ugly baby and somebody says, "Oh, what do you think of my baby?" She says, "What a baby."
Maybe you should just write "What a baby" now.
I think I'll do that for a week or so.
Now, what is this? You're going back to sex. You have not had a lover in a long time. Now that you are on the celebrity circuit, you are accepted into this circle. Do you think you might be hooking up with a famous man?
I have my celebrity crushes.
Who is your celebrity
Who is your
crush? Let me hear. Who do you
Well,
want
I
to
think
use?
I do, but they're all straight. The ones that I think are cute. Oh, there are someone that are gay that are cute too. But I love the Zac Efron. Or
You
the
like
Chase
him.
Crawford.
Right. That's
you
who you
like
want.
those little.
But that's just fun to pretend. I wouldn't ever want to date anyone that pretty, because then I'd always feel so insecure. I'm dating someone so pretty.
And what's the plan? Are you going to out more celebrities? You like to out celebrities.
Sure.
Whenever
I
you
feel
find
like
out someone's gay, you will report it on your website.
Well, I haven't recently because I think I've outed everyone except for like some TV actors that are still closeted. But
Right.
does anyone really care about TV actors?
And are you so successful? Yeah, people do. Are you successful now? To
Well,
the
I
point-
should do it.
Is Gary right that you're getting your own record label?
Yeah, I'm very
Now, what
excited
is
about
that all
that.
about?
Yeah,
What
I
do you
don't
know about
Well, like
music?
Howard, I love music too, and I like all different kinds. And, I feel like I have this wonderful opportunity. Whenever I mention a musician on my site, even if only 10% of my readers check it out, that's a lot of people checking out the music. And a lot of folks say, "Oh, I discovered this person because of you. you. So I want to really help people and discover talent that I think is amazing and guide their career along.
Wow. All right. Well, that sounds
It's
interesting.
something I'm really passionate about. I love music so much.
How many readers are on that website?
Well, nowadays, it's actually like about 9 million, 9.5 million a day. It's really
Wow.
crazy.
9.5 million a day.
Individuals or
No, that's page views. People that
Okay.
come back
All
more
right,
than
all
once. But that's what the advertisers care about.
And you're getting $54,000 for a spot on your website?
That's if it's taken every day. It's
Right.
not, that's for the wallpaper. I mean, I don't care about money that much. All I care about is that I'm able to be with my family. I was able to support them, and I don't have to worry about paying bills. I have my business manager do that. I never balanced a checkbook. I felt like really stupid.
Have you ever outed someone and found out they weren't gay?
And have to put them back in the closet?
No, nothing like that.
I mean, I've always, it's fun to speculate, but I've never said this person is if I don't know.
And you started your own clothing line.
Yeah, I did that. I still do. I did one collection with Hot Topic, and now I still got my line on
Look
my
at you.
website.
Man, I tell
And I got
you.
a book coming out in January. You can pre-order it on Amazon.com.
Now, what is in the book?
It's called Red Carpet Suicide, a survival guide to keeping up with the Hiltons. And I like to compare it. Jon Stewart came out with a really funny book called America a few years ago. So mine is like the Hollywood version of that.
Why can't Jessica Simpson hold on to a guy? I mean, what's the problem there? Is it that she's a
Well, you know
moron?
what's, and I kind of think it's sad. I once had a conversation with her, and she's that kind of girl that only likes to date famous dudes. She won't
Right.
date a normal person.
Right.
And that, just inherently is destined for failure, because when you're both really busy and you're a singer traveling the world and you're so-and-so doing that, and you're never spending time together,
You're so
how's that
right.
going to last?
You're absolutely right.
So how's it going to go with this football player?
I don't know. I mean, there's rumors that she might be pregnant or just fat, but she really wants to make it work out with him.
How's Britney Spears doing? Is she getting it back together?
I saw her at the VMAs, and I was seated across the road from her, and I was like just staring at her the whole time.
She's captivating to you?
Well, yeah, for millions of people all over the world.
That's true.
And I was very happy to see that she looked normal and didn't seem drugged out. Because for a while there, she seemed like a zombie.
Yeah, and she had the vagina. In every picture, we saw the vagina, right?
She did it repeatedly.
Yeah, and you showed.
did you see
I
her
love
stuff?
vagina shots.
I do too.
We haven't talked about it. I saw a couple of blurbs while I was on vacation or something. She lost her virginity at.
Her mom. Well, actually, those were reports that it may not be true, but apparently the mom has a book that's coming out,
Right.
all about raising two famous fuck ups. And the mom supposedly reveals that Britney lost her virginity at a really young age, even though she claimed that, like the Miley Cyrus girl. I bet you that Miley Cyrus girl isn't a virgin either.
You think she's banging a dude?
Well, Miley, ever since she broke up with that Nick Jonas boy, she's been dating a lot.
Right. She's
getting
horny.
experience.
She looks like a woman, quite frankly. She's looking a lot older than she really is.
And she talks like a 40-year-old.
I say she's a 2-pack-a-day girl myself.
Right.
But and then that Britney started drinking at like 14 or something. Is that
And
the
doing
other thing?
drugs
Yeah.
not that long after.
You don't like Jennifer Aniston. You mock her all the time. Why?
Actually, I've kind of not learned, but I don't mind her anymore.
You don't.
I kind of now I'm kind of feeling sorry for her.
Why?
Because she's just like the Jessica Simpson of the 40s.
Right.
And actually, I appreciate the
See,
fact.
I told someone this the other day. I said, the reason Jennifer Aniston can't hold on to a guy, she's another one who insists on only dating celebrities.
Famous guys, huh?
She's got to be with Vince Vaughn. She's got to be with
They
Brad
got to be a
Pitt.
name and in the business.
John Mayer.
Yeah, if she
recently.
she'd be a super catch for some, regular guy who maybe is doing well and, would really be devoted to her. Julia Roberts married a key grip or something.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's
But,
smart. 'cause
I was thinking about her, and you forget. Remember, she did research on Brad Pitt before
Right.
she dated him.
Did you know that?
Really? No,
Yeah,
I
she
didn't know
researched
that.
him, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she researched him.
That's like Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise.
That is the strangest looking couple. Do you point that out? They are just
They're very
odd together.
bizarre, but I mean, I'm surprised they've lasted this long.
And she's too tall for him, right?
Well, he likes tall girls.
He certainly does. Well, there's always so much to talk about with you. Perez Hilton, by the way, I should say this. You go to his website by merely putting in PerezHilton.com. That's it, PEREZ Hilton.com.
And you still love hanging out with the celebrities and
I love staying at home. I don't leave my house from Sunday night through Thursday night. I love working. I love doing what I do, and I feel
When's
really
the last time you
thankful.
blew a guy?
I got blown 7 months ago, but I didn't blow.
7 months ago, you got a blowjob.
Yeah.
That's it. Boy, that's. I figured you'd be out having a party.
You know, I'm available. Anyone can email me at perez@perezhilton.com. Send pictures.
Mr. Freeze, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah. Did you ever cry in therapy?
Me?
Yeah, you fag.
Yeah, I did. You know, it seems to me.
Well, now we're outing Howard.
Yeah, I've been in. Yeah, I might as well come out of the closet. I'm gay because I cried in therapy. No, actually, it seems to me like your therapist is most proud of you. The goal is to cry in therapy to show that you have emotion and shit.
Well, to actually tap into it, I guess.
And if you manage to cry in therapy, which I've done like 2 or 3 times, he's so proud of me. like wow, you're a brave man. You're able to do this. And so I don't know. They get you into the mindset that it's okay to do that. Did you cry yet in outpatient therapy, Artie?
No, not yet.
Really, Artie.
I'm working up to it. You surprised by that?
Yeah, I'm shocked.
I did make out with the guy though.
You did? No.
My therapist.
My ears perked up.
So they're moving right along in therapy.
Yeah, we're really hitting it off.
Let me tell you something, Perez. You're doing all right.
Thank you very much,
I
Howard.
like your website. I think it's done very, very well. And,
Tell Beth I say hi.
Oh, you'll see Beth. She's here.
All right. Well, I'll go say hi.
You see, she'll tell you everything that's on your website. You can quiz her about anything on your website, and she'll know it.
Well, maybe you could send me the wedding picture and not give it out to everyone.
Honey, are you here? Hey, Gary, is Beth here? What? Ask her any question.
You want him to quiz her?
About any celebrity. What?
She's here.
Ask her if she wants to meet Perez Hilton.
Okay.
I'm telling you, she's on that website 900 times a day. Between that and texting.
Girls got to stay informed.
She loves that gossip.
It's research.
Yeah, she reads that. She reads Us Magazine. She reads all
I know
that.
she reads all the tabs, and she's always into page 6 in the morning.
Hey, hon. There's my...
Look at her. Oh, my goodness. Hello.
Good morning. Hello. You too.
Your website every day.
Oh, thank you.
How many times a day are you on PerezHilton.com?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, just once.
Oh, that's a lie.
No,
Come on.
that's not true.
Honey, you're on there all the time.
That's so embarrassing. No.
Tell the truth. You're on there a lot. You're
just
on there.
once, but every day.
Oh, thank you.
That's how I knew that you were on today.
Perez, ask her anything about any celebrity. She can tell you.
Oh, honey, that's really embarrassing.
Come on. Go ahead.
What do you think about Howard liking Avril Lavigne?
Oh, you always had a little crush for her.
I mean, I like her.
Yeah,
I like her
she's
music.
good, and she's cute. You think she's hot?
Right.
Yeah.
No, but Perez, ask her any question
Like,
about
what's on the
Ask her
website?
like the name of Adam Sandler's kid, and she'll know.
I don't know that.
Oh, you don't know that?
No.
Well, thankfully, I don't talk about the kid that much.
Good, yeah.
No, you're mean about some kid. You know who you're mean about? Is Demi Moore's daughter.
Oh, Rumor Willis.
You're really
She's really
mean.
ugly on the inside. On the inside.
On the inside,
She's
she's
so
ugly. What are you
cute.
saying?
You see, the thing about
Beth
Rumor...
gets upset when you do that.
I
The thing
do.
about-
Leave the
here's-
kids out of
No,
it.
I think she's ugly on the inside. Here's my thing about Rumor Willis. She's kind of like a dude, or no, she's not a dude, but like there's just some people that fuck their way to the top. She fucked her way to the top without having sex. Like she kind of latched on to other celebrities just to try to get famous herself. Like she was hanging out with Lindsay Lohan, and they were BFF for the longest time. She was hanging out with Hayden Panettiere, and they were BFF for the longest time. She put herself in the spotlight, walking the red carpets, and she was doing nothing. She was just Bruce and Demi's daughter, and that to me just kind of made me.
In other words,
ew.
you don't respect her because she's only Bruce and Demi's daughter, and that you can't be famous just for that.
I mean, you can,
But
and
you
she
don't like
is.
it. But that puts you on. That puts her on the shit
I
list.
just didn't like how she went about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know who else you're mean about? Is Adam Sandler's baby.
I just
That's
talked to him about
mean.
that.
Yeah,
you did.
talked
That
to him
was
about
really
that.
mean.
That's wrong.
And wait, who else was I mad at you about? There was one more. I'll think of it.
But you love it, huh?
That's
yeah.
quite a rock. Are you going to send me your waiting picture?
Oh.
You should.
I don't know about that.
We were talking about that.
We actually
Or
gave
maybe the
up
honeymoon picture. You're going to go on honeymoon?
Nah, we've been on a million. I mean, we'll be.
my life is a honeymoon.
Oh.
Thank you, sweetheart. Didn't something wonderful happen last night? We can give Perez the exclusive.
What happened? What happened?
I made love to her.
You go right about that, Perez. It's the
How
first
often
time.
do you
Go
do
ahead,
that?
quickly. Get on your
you
website.
have a really bad picture of me that you put up. We need to.
Update that.
All right, you got to send me the wedding photo.
What else don't you like about Perez's website or like about it?
I'm informed by it on a daily basis, but there's another child that I'm upset over that you talk about. Rumor Willis, the Sandler child, and then there's one more that I get so upset about. Oh, not even a child. You're mean about Lindsay Lohan's girlfriend. Is she a nasty person? Very. Is she? Oh, see, I don't know her. I know her mom. I love her mother. Her mother's awesome.
Cool.
Her mother's
what's
the
her
coolest.
mother's name?
Ann Dexter.
And yeah.
She's
I
really
saw a
cool.
video of her leaving Mark Anthony's birthday party, like blitzed drunk.
She's awesome. She's really cool. Yeah, she's friends with Tony and Randy, so I've hung out with her.